Wilson.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's second chapter in Bluefield High School's 2022 football season. This evening, the Beavers hope to bounce back after suffering a 29-25 loss to Graham in their season opener. Another big rivalry game on tap tonight as Princeton comes to town to face Bluefield. Paul Sutton, before we look at tonight's game, you've had a little bit of time to reflect on the Beaver-Graham game, probably more than a little bit of time to reflect on it. Your takeaways in the rearview mirror from week one.
Well, if you were a Graham fan, you certainly appreciated the first half. They opened up a lead against versus the Beavers with 27-6 at one time, and the Beavers closed it to 27-12 at the half. And the Beavers came back the second half. If you're a Beaver fan, you appreciated everything about the second half other than the outcome.
Okay, now look ahead to say, how do you think Bluefield's players and coaches used that game to take a step forward as they head into tonight's game against Princeton?
I think I know the coaching staff pointed out to every player the mistakes that were made, which was a number of them the first half, and how the outcome could have been different had the plays been executed. And just sometimes a play is a difference in it going for 6 or going nowhere. And so as a result, we made a lot of mistakes in the first half. I think the coaches pointed out that out to all the players this week.
A year ago in the Bluefield-Princeton game at Honeycutt, Bluefield jumped out to a lead that evaporated in the final quarter as the Tigers came from behind to win with a buzzer-beating field goal by Casey Giso. Princeton had a pair of 100-yard rushers in that game. Last Friday, Princeton opened its year at Honeycutt, convincingly defeating Lincoln County 53-8. Paul, it was Bluefield's vulnerability to the run that proved costly last week, just as it was when we played Princeton in 2021. What do you expect to see from Bluefield defensively in tonight's game?
I think that we are going to be prepared to defend against versus the pass or the run. And I think the run basically is going to be interesting to see if they use the run to establish the pass or the pass to establish the run. That's what I'm waiting to see.
You bring up a good point because Princeton has a generational quarterback and a 4-year starter in Grant Cochran. He set a varsity record, single-game passing record in the third game of his freshman year in his first start. And he's been an outstanding QB with tenure as well as with durability. So as you think about them, normally you'd say, well, it's in their DNA to throw it all over the yard. They have graduated some outstanding big play receivers in Ethan Parsons and Josiah Honaker over the last couple of years, and they had a young man named Wellman as well, who's at 6'4", another matchup nightmare as a receiver, but they've all gone the way of graduation. Now, a little bit different ball club than it was in those days. Bluefield also can throw some challenges Princeton's way. Paul, offensively, we talk about the Beavers tonight, and after we listen to the national anthem, we'll get back to those keys to a more productive running game. Special teams, Fuller punted well. The kick coverage got steadily better as the game went along. There's some talent among the Beaver specialists, and it will get better with game experience. We'll be back with more Bluefield Beaver pregame after this. You're listening to Bluefield High Football on WKOI-FM, 100.9 FM, and online at WKOI.
Welcome to the Club on the Green. More than just a country club, we're a place for people to make unforgettable memories. Our professional event planners take your event to the next level with exquisite in-house catering and hospitality. Come see our newly renovated venue, interior bathrooms, meeting rooms, and stunning outdoor greenery. The Club on the Green is the perfect setting for your wedding, family reunion, or corporate event. Book your visit today. Here at the Bill Cole Auto Mall, we're all about you, our customers. That's why we're proud to introduce Service My Way, an experience that gives you complete control over your vehicle's maintenance needs.
Plan your service from home or work with our online scheduler. We'll even pick up and return your vehicle once your service is completed.
You'll receive photos and videos of recommendations that can be approved in seconds from your phone or tablet.
Servicing your vehicle at your convenience, what could be better? Service My Way, exclusively at the Bill Cole Auto Mall.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will return after this message. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver Football on WHIS or WKOI 100.9 FM and online at WKOYRocks.com.
Sponsor the Bluefield Beavers. Score huge savings on the vehicle you want by checking us out on all.
Hey, the log did not have any commercials in it, so I had to back out of it.
Sack the competition's prices on comparable vehicles every snap. When you're looking for the play that scores the most in savings, Randy Ford in Princeton will be wide open for the touchdown pass. So call us today or make the.
Yeah, we're fine now. It's playing commercials.
Our prices are the real reason for excessive.
Yeah, you want me to play that?
Dance with.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
My name is Edmund Smith. My bachelor's degree of science and nursing, it definitely prepared me to handle situations such as a pandemic. I mean, you learn different skills and you study different disease processes. They set you up to be able to handle these types of things effectively. And I'm a nurse practitioner hospitalist, and that means I admit people to the hospital alongside an attending physician, and we continue their care until they're ready to be discharged to go home.
Dan, a running back, and Davon Edwards, who's point guard on the basketball team, but also rival in as many weeks on the heels of last week's game against Graham.
Well, it certainly is it's probably a little bit more difficult to prepare if you don't get the win the first week.
Yeah.
So it's very important for us to to be focused tonight more so than we were the first half of last week in order to get a win here this evening.
Earlier this week, I talked to Bluefield coach Fred Simon about tonight's game. Here's that interview. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM and WKOYRocks.com. Here's Coach Simon.
Coach Simon, a week ago you opened against the Graham G-men in a much ballyhooed game, and Graham jumped out early. Bluefield made a run.
Your levels are uneven, guys.
Your takeaways in that 29-20.
You need to turn up a little bit, Jim, and color analyst needs to turn his mic down just a hair.
Okay, we've tried it, and
but you don't want to do that with a rivalry. You want to battle and be even up, and that's not how we started out. But again, proud of the players with the character and the grit they showed.
It was 27-6 with about 5 minutes left in the first half. You got a touchdown late in the first half, a little bit of trickeration involved in some of that. But then in the second half, you flipped the script pretty much. What were the keys in slowing down the Graham run? And I guess offensively, you just went with more of a pass-heavy.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
My name is Edmund Smith. My bachelor's degree of science and nursing, it definitely prepared me to handle situations such as a pandemic. I mean, you learn different skills and you study different disease processes. They set you up to be able to handle these types of things effectively. And I'm a nurse practitioner hospitalist, and that means I admit people to the hospital alongside an attending physician, and we continue their care until they're ready to be discharged to go home.
I thought Sincere did a nice job of punting it and basically, the punt.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official Old House and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
Watch the latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
The lineup's the same. We hopefully can just shore up some smartness out there and learn our assignments a little better.
This week in practice, what have you looked for?
Hard work, getting back on track, focus, and that's what we're looking for.
You talked about Cochran and the pass game and the offense. What do you expect to see defensively, and how do you anticipate attacking it?
They move around. They're in a 5-some with some stunning. They're in a 4-some. So I think they'll move it around, and they blitz well. They're aggressive to the ball. They have good defense. So this is another really good football team that we're playing Friday.
Coach Simon, keys to the chance to take away a win on Friday night?
I think our keys are to play as a team, focus more on our own assignments, and do the best we can with what our job is.
Any worries about Valley after the rivalry game last week? The kids still perhaps looking backward and not forward?
Well, I think that's up to us as coaches. We can't look back. There's a few things I would have done different, but I think you could ask every coach and every player on a team if they could take back a play or two, would they change something? The answer to that would be yes, but we can't live in the past. So we've got to move on. We've still got a nice schedule that we win most of those games. We can be in the playoffs, and by then I can promise you we'll be battle-tested with every type of team and strengths and weaknesses that they would have that would get us ready for playoffs.
Coach Simon, thanks for taking your time in a busy week and making it our time, and good luck as you go after your number 1 win of the season tonight.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Pregame continues as the starting lineups are next. You are listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM. and WKOIRocks.com.
It's go time for Bluefield Beavers football. Once again, the Bluefield Beavers will take the field in hopes to take home the big win. The Shell Advisory Group of Bluefield would like to take this time to wish their coaches a winning season. As always, the Shell Advisory Group has supported Bluefield High School in their athletics and in educating our area youths. Shell Advisory Group welcomes back fans that help to carry on the tradition of their beloved Bluefield Beavers. Good luck from the Shell Advisory Group, and go Beavers!
Dr. Joe Dells, Dr. K. Dells, and Dr. Josh Keene make up the team of Dells Chiropractic, serving Bluefield and surrounding areas since 1997. Dells Chiropractic provides quality.
Mr. Cole, listen up now. I got my buddies. 2018 Nissan Rogue books at $25,000. I'm going to give him $26,000.
No, Cletus, you old tightwad, give him $30,000.
$30,000.
Have a vehicle you'd like to sell? Visit Bill Buys Cars today and get an instant cash offer for your car.
Whether you've considered selling or not, you've got to see what your car is worth.
Bill offers thousands more than the competition for your car.
Get your offer right now at BillBuysCars.com.
Welcome to the Club on the Green. More than just a country club, we're a place for people to make unforgettable memories. Our professional event planners take your event to the next level with exquisite in-house catering and hospitality. Come see our newly renovated venue, interior bathrooms, meeting rooms, and stunning outdoor greenery. The Club on the Green is the perfect setting for your wedding, family reunion, or corporate event. Book your visit today.
Yards, and they'll flank center Chase Smith Thomas is a 6 foot, 265-pound freshman. Eli Campbell, 6'3", 280, a sophomore. And Smith, the middleman on the 7-man front for Coach Pettigo, is a 5'10", 245-pounder. Quarterback is Grant Cochran. In the backfield, we expect to see Brody Rice getting a significant number of reps at the tailback or the upback if they go I. He's 5'7", 200 pounds. They've also got a multi-purpose back in Carter Meacham, 5'10", 180, a senior, and no stranger to big plays. And Devon Edwards at 5'7", 140. And a senior. They'll also get some looks from Markel Lowe. Lowe extremely rapid. Now the Beavers quad captains coming to midfield. Princeton will join him. We'll have the coin toss and be back with the opening kickoff of this year's version of the Princeton and Bluefield rivalry. You are listening to Bluefield Beaver pregame on WKOY FM 100.9 and online at WKOYRocks.com.
Football season is here, and there's no better way to start
The latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official Old House and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
How does First Sentinel stand out from other banks?
Wow, is this Noah? He has really grown.
It's an easy answer.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How are you?
Local people serving local people.
Thanks for coming in today, Blair.
Sure, First Sentinel has all the services you'll find at big national banks, but you can say goodbye to big bank fees and red tape. Here you'll find no fee cashback checking and no analysis fees on business accounts. And loan decisions are made right here locally at First Sentinel Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
I'm sorry, I'll get that out of my system in just a moment. The Tigers will take it right to left in the opening quarter of play, and Bluefield, of course, the opposite direction. So we'll get the chance to see Princeton's speedy deep backs. Brody Rice at 5'7", 200 has some getty up, as we said, but also Markel Lowe took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown against Lincoln County a week ago. Special teams play has been a point of stress for Bluefield this week, as some of the teams on special teams are works in progress, but they seem to get better as the game wore on a week ago against Graham. Interesting game. Bluefield jumped out to an early series lead, but it's been a much more even series over the last dozen or so years, as the Tigers have chalked up some big wins against Bluefield, and Bluefield has summarily returned the favor on occasion. We have a decent-sized crowd at Mitchell Stadium, capacity about 10K, and we would say that based upon those attending and those who were perhaps stylishly late, we're going to have about 4,500, 5,000 fans. Now Bluefield bursts through the hoop, and the Beavers will be coming toward the home sideline. This is the second de facto home game for Bluefield. Last week, Graham, the home team, so Bluefield sat across the way. This week, they'll be right down below us on the traditional home side. G-Men tonight going back to battle. They'll be playing a solid Tazewell team. That game down at Bulldog Stadium. Two teams 1-0. Virginia High, the victim to Tazewell in their season opener. And, of course, the G-Men jumped out to a first-half lead and then maintained composure down the stretch and defeated Bluefield here last week. The band filing off in Princeton's deep twosome, awaiting the Beaver bandsters to get off so they can be ready to rock and roll. On the low side is Dom Collins, and on the high side, or to his right, they have Lowe, both at about the 10-yard line, as Bluefield will tee it up, and that will be Redmond to kick it away for Bluefield. Glad you're with us on this football Friday night from Mitchell Stadium. So a soccer-style kicker, Redmond, will take the 7-yard run up and strike it with his right instep as soon as he gets the high sign from the official. The officials stop play about 2 steps into his run-up. Procedure the call against Bluefield. Not sure what that was about unless we started to run it up and then stopped. But there was some confusion anyway. First penalty of the game comes before the first action of the game. Neutral zone infraction was the call according to PA man Rick Baker. So Redmond will re-tee it back to the 35. And after a false start, so to speak, we'll have our kickoff once again. Collins again and Lowe, double deep at the 10. Pooch kick to the right side will take a hop, be fielded by Collins at the 18, running to his right. Collins to the 20, 25-yard line, and he will drop right at about the 30-yard line. Bluefield on special teams, one of the folks involved in the contact was Hairston, RJ. Fields gets credit for first contact. First and 10 for the Tigers. Wide side of the field will be to the left for Princeton as they will spot it at the 29. And they will send 2 wide in that direction. One Collins, and the other one is Devon Edwards. One setback, and that is Lowe. And on the boundary side, they've got their other wide receiver, Fleming. Shotgun, motion across the formation. They fake the jet sweep, counter back to the inside, and Lowe with modest yardage as he inside takes a thrust right up the middle, up the A gut, and was able to get to about the 31-yard line. A gain of 2. The middle of Bluefield's defensive front stayed home, not influenced by the motion. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Bluefield. The Beavers with a 3-man front. They roll their outside backers to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun by Cochran. He has a shadow back on his now right hip. Cochran looks left, fires a pass left, and the pass is complete to Dom Collins, and he'll have first down yardage on the slant. He looked away, did Grant Cochran, and the receiver was able to come open because he looked back to him and you couldn't read his eyes defensively and figure who he was going to. Gain of 9, they needed 8. It's the first down of the ball game. Tigers, of course, 1-on-1 passing for 9 yards. Everything no huddle for Princeton in the early game. They spread it with 2 wides in either direction. Cochran hand signaling his receivers. Bluefield with the same defensive front. 1st and 10 at the 41. Cochran, 3-step drop. Loads it up, fires it up high and deep down the middle. The pass is intercepted by Redmond.
It's picked off.
Redmond jumped the route by Princeton's deep back. I think that was Meacham as he read it nicely and was able to high point it and stop the Princeton drive early with the first turnover. Back to the Bluefield 26. Nice play by Bluefield's corner. So see how the Beavers choose to debut this evening. Bluefield will send a slot and a split in either direction. There's one setback. That's Amir Hairston. One thing they dearly love would be to get some productivity out of the run game. Last week, Graham was getting penetration early. Motion from the left slot across the formation. They run a very similar play, and this time Bluefield's Hairston breaks a tackle in the backfield, avoided the loss, and got a very short gain. Very similar to the way you saw the Tigers open a moment ago. Almost the identical play. Misdirect motion and coming back to the middle. The Princeton, like Bluefield on the opposite side, was there. 2nd down and 9 at the 27-yard line. Wide side will be to the right. Bluefield has 2 to the boundary side and 2 receivers to the field side. Shotgun for Fuller. Tigers also with a 3-man look. They run a jet sweep. Bluefield tries to crack it up the inside, and this time it will be Bluefield's Sean Hale who found a seam and will be close to first down yardage. May have been designed to go outside a little further, but Paul, he saw the opening inside and he planted and he cut it up. A nice read. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1, 9:46 remaining first quarter.
No score, and as Paul said, clock moving. Bluefield repeats the formation inside. This time boundary side is to the right. Fuller to pass on 3rd and 1. Going for it all. High and deep. And bobbling, caught by Bluefield. I think that was Hairston at the 20.
Touchdown.
Flags up at the 25-yard line. Hairston was doing some hand fighting with the Tigers, and we'll see what the call is. If it stands, it will be a 65-yarder. They're going to call offensive pass interference this time on R.J. Hairston. Hairston had a mismatch. He had a 5'10 defensive back. He's 6'4.
Yep.
And in the hand fighting, the flag was drawn. Bluefield really rolling the dice on a 3rd and 1, Paul,
right.
On that first series. You'll remember last week they rolled the dice in going for it on 4th down and short in their first possession. So this time the play worked. However, the 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage will take it back to the 21. This brings up 3rd and 16 for Bluefield. Coaches often refer to those big penalties, especially on 3rd down, as drive killers, but we'll wait to see. Last week, Bluefield experienced some 3rd and long magic, and we'll see what they call. This time, Bluefield deploys in a trips left on 3rd down and 16 at the Bluefield 21-yard line. Fuller looks to the trip side, and he surveys a 3-man defense. Secondary is spread a bit. The officials thought it was a delayed flag. There was someone in the neutral zone or close to it. They're going to call Bluefield for moving. So that's the 3rd penalty. All have come against Bluefield. Now, they may have waved it off.
Situation we don't want to get into, but it is very early on.
So that walk-off takes it back to the 15-yard line. What's the old saying? I have met the enemy, and I am he. Bluefield 1 penalty before the opening kickoff, and then 2 on back-to-back plays in its first possession. Bluefield 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They bobble the jet sweep. It takes a nice July hop, and running up the side is Sincere Fields, and a flag on a late lick on the sideline. He got up to the 21, 22-yard line, and for Princeton, a hit about a yard or so out of bounds. And so this penalty may be pending against the Tigers. And so different crews have different predilections, and this crew has thrown 4 flags in 8 snaps. So we will see.
They're conferring. I always thought that represents indecision whenever we have a conference of officials after a flag is being thrown, but we'll see what goes on here.
Yeah. We had some lengthy discussions a week ago and last night on this turf when Bluefield State came from behind with a thrilling overtime, go for 2 conversion and win the game, 35-34 over Johnson C. Smith. There was a lot of summit discussion by the officials as well. And we'll see what the call is. The official now waiting for it. Illegal shift against Bluefield. And perhaps
There's a dead ball, personal foul against the Tigers.
so you got 2 penalties on the same play. And they'll go ahead and mark it one way against Bluefield and then turn around the other way and mark it 15, which will leave Bluefield with a 3rd down and 11. A little bit of hokey poke where they put their left foot in and they put their left foot out, and they've turned about. And now Bluefield's facing a 3rd and 11. The line of scrimmage is the 25. The line they need is the 36. Bluefield sends 3 to the left side on this 3rd and long. The lone receiver to the right side is R.J. Hairston. Shadow back on the right hip of Fuller, 3-man defensive front. Send a man in motion, counter this time to Hairston, running left, breaks 1 tackle, a 2nd tackle, looks to turn it up, and he'll run out of real estate before he can get to the sticks, as he just across the way was unable to turn it up before he saw the Tiger boundary. It's a nice gain. It'll take it up to the neighborhood of the 32, but the Beavers will be in punt posture on 4th down and 4. So an eventful first possession for Bluefield. Have more ups and downs than a day on Wall Street. 4th down and 4. So Fuller will remain in. Princeton has 1 man deep, and I believe that's Collins. Fuller will take the snap at the 20 and strike it at the 22. Return is on. High wobbly kick to the right side. Takes a bit of a Bluefield bounce and will be killed at the 39. So from 132 to the other 39, that's a 29-yard punt. Now there's a flag.
There's a flag at the 45-yard line.
Oh, now a block in the back by the Tigers, and that's interesting because they didn't have return on. They were watching rather passively without a concerted punt rush. So from the 39, the 10 yards on the block in the back makes it a 1st and 10 from the 29. So that 29-yard punt turns out to be, with the result of the penalty, a net 39 on the flip of field positions.
In the first quarter, it's Greenbrier East 7, Woodrow Wilson 0.
Greenbrier East leading Woodrow Wilson. That's Bluefield's opponent next week, 7-0. So the Tigers with their second possession, snap clock down to 12 as they'll come to the line of scrimmage. Wide side of the field will be to the right side for Cochran. He motions Meacham to the formation. There's another flag. Cochran kept it. Another penalty and a Tiger injured on the play. So while they attend to the injured player, we'll pause for the cause for 30 as we go to break. No score. 3 minutes plus into the opening quarter. Bluefield and Princeton. We'll be back in a half minute on Bluefield Beaver football on WKO.
Cole Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss. 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy's Body Shop is equipped with the latest collision repair techniques and the capability to repair your car's critical safety features. That's why we're a direct repair facility for most major insurance companies. Make your vehicle repair less stressful and pick the iCar Gold Class Certified Body Shop at Cole Chevy.
MC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
Call was that evidently it was a post-possession block in the back, perhaps a dead ball, but they just moved the ball back 5 yards to the 29. I'll check it from the 39. It would have been that, but since I guess it was a spot foul, I don't know. But for some reason, it is a 1st and 15 at the 24. for the Tigers. So in a first quarter that has been slowed by the frequency of adjudicated penalties. Princeton now will set up shop. They go trips to the right side. One man to the left side. That's Dom Collins. Here's the snap, and Collins keeps it this time. Runs to the outside on a read option and gets across the 30 to the 32. A nice gain of about 7, but they were behind the sticks on a 1st and 15. So Cochran, the read option, first time we've seen that tonight, and he picks up 7.
2nd and 8.
Princeton looking to the sideline. They come in at 1-0, Bluefield at 0-1. Tigers string 3 to the boundary and 1 to the wide. Cochran is in the gun. Cochran on a long count. The snap. Play fakes, fires the pass to the left side. The pass is complete to Collins. Collins stopped instantly as a determined tackle and a determinating tackle by Sincere Fields. So 3rd and 4, gain of about 4 on that pass completion, Cochran to Collins. Tigers are 2 for 3 for 13 with a pick. Trips right and 1 to the left side on 3rd down and 4. Cochran in the gun. Looked to the officials, tried to coax a little bit of movement call up front for Bluefield, and it did not come. Cochran the snap, feeds it inside, and stopped and stonewalled was the ball carrier. That was Wade, the first man to meet him at the pass, and it was Lowe who was unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. Very active inside linebacker is Gerard Wade. He made some big plays a week ago, and that one big, and it puts Princeton in a 3 and out, and they're ready to punt.
Good defense by Bluefield on this series.
Tigers to punt it away. Bluefield drops 1 man deep. Here's the kick, line drive kick, almost hit a Beaver. The line drive kick, and Bluefield will have to back away from the erratically bouncing pigskin, and so a worm burner that gets a lot of roll goes down to the Bluefield 26. 39 yards net on the punt, no return. Second series for Bluefield. We approach the halfway point in a scoreless first quarter. 1st and 10. The early game has been more played with spurts and starts and stops. The last series for the Tigers, though, once they possessed the ball, was played without a penalty. Bluefield stacks 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left side. Low snap. Fuller throws the screen to the right side. The pass is complete, and this time it's Sean Hale picking up solid yardage. Tunnel screen to Sean Hale, and Hale picked up 9. The receivers in front of him, because it was a screen, could go upfield and block early.
2nd and 1.
2nd down and 1. So Tabor over the football on 2nd down and 1. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for Bluefield on 2nd down and short. They motion and this time go to Amir, and he's got the 1st down and then some. Spins through a tackler's grasp, still digging. 4-wheel drive, cleat churning action propels him to the 44-yard line and a 1st down. A 9-yard pickup when he needed one. That's Bluefield's initial 1st down of the game. Nice job by Bluefield's front that gave Amir an opportunity to run. He had to spin out of a backfield tackler's would-be grasp and was able to pick up 9. Now they are signaling another penalty against Bluefield. I didn't see a flag.
Neither did I. There's no yellow on the field.
A 15-yard walk-off that takes that 1st down off the board. Personal foul against Bluefield. So Bluefield's been flagged 4 times for 40. Princeton twice for 15. So the first down does count, and then they mark off the dead ball personal foul. So 1st and 10 for Bluefield, all the way back to their 29 though. 2 wide either direction, wide side of the field to the left. Fuller looks that way, and he'll scramble up the middle. Fuller tucks it, and he will go down as they sandwiched him to the Tigers at the 35-yard line. For Princeton, Meacham was 1 of 2 inside, and he was assisted by Nick Fleming. 2nd down for Bluefield, 6-yard quarterback scramble by Caleb Fuller.
5 minutes remaining, first quarter. No score.
Crowd is, I think, waiting for something to cheer here. 2 wide left, 2 wide right on 2nd and medium. Snap to Fuller, bobbles it, keeps it, and will turn it upfield. Takes a big lick, and he'll be about a half-yard shy. Meacham met him after the Bluefield offensive pulling guards were able to clear a little path, and back-to-back runs by Bluefield's Caleb Fuller. Net 9. And they look at their 2nd, 3rd, and 1 of this possession. 4:24 and counting. Scoreless first quarter. 2 wide either direction. Princeton sitting a blitz. They catch him in blitz, and for Bluefield, it is Sean Hale, and Hale, running hard, is able to get the first down. When you're in a blitz and you don't make the tackle in the backfield, that's when you're really vulnerable because there are fewer people in the secondary. So the run up to the 47, an 8-yard run. Bluefield now with 41 yards on the ground on 6 carries. 2 first downs, both in this possession, and Bluefield approaching midfield. As dusk begins to fall in nature's air-conditioned city, ball midway between the hashes. 1 to the left side, trips to the right side. Hairston is the shadow back. Low snap to Fuller. Fuller fires it to the right. It's complete in the flat, and Sincere Fields will take it across midfield before he runs out of real estate, and the Tigers bump him to the near sideline. Again, a nice first down gain, this time of 8 yards, and Bluefield looks at a 2nd and 2. And it looks like this series, Paul, Bluefield's getting a little bit of rhythm in their attack. As we said early series, it was punctuated by semicolons and dots, and now Bluefield has put together a nice little drive. 2nd down and short for Bluefield. Bluefield with 2 wide either direction. Shadow back on the left hip of the quarterback. Fuller looks to pass. Fires a deep slant in, and it's complete. That's R.J. Hairston, and Hairston makes the grab. 25. Found a seam in the Tiger zone, and R.J. carried a defender with him down to the 20.
3:35 remaining in first quarter.
Gain of about 20 yards for R.J., and that pass completion the longest of the night for Bluefield. Slant route, both slant men were open, and Fuller chose wisely and went deep with slant, and R.J. Hairston at 6'4", a matchup problem for corners that aren't that tall. So 3 first downs on the drive, 3:19 and counting. Bluefield on the cusp of the red zone at the 20. Bluefield 2 wide either direction. This time a quarterback Fuller will roll it to the left side. Busted play, and Fuller was unable to get back to the line of scrimmage before a Tiger defensive avalanche fell on him. Looked like there was a bust, maybe a handoff missed, Paul, on that one, and a loss of about 3 for Fuller.
Some type of a option play that didn't work.
Bluefield burning its first half timeout to talk over this 2nd down and long. As we go to break, the Beavers at the Princeton 23-yard line. No score in the game. 2:52 left in the quarter. We'll be back in 30. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY FM 100.9 and online at WKOYRocks.com.
Bluefield State.
The latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
You're listening to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY, online at WKOYRocks.com, and on the My Radio To Go app.
2nd and 13 for Bluefield. The Beavers have mixed it up with a nice balance of run and pass on this drive. They chalked up 3 first downs, and all of a sudden things went a little bit south on that busted play that cost Bluefield 3.
In the first quarter, it's Graham 21, Tazewell 0.
Graham's leading Tazewell 21-zip in a battle of unbeatens in Bulldog country. That's a first quarter score. Trips to the right side and 1 to the left side for Bluefield on 2nd and 13. First time they've been off schedule in this drive. Snap to Fuller is a good one. He's flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, fires a pass right, and the pass is deflected and intercepted by Princeton. I think that's Collins up the right side to the 20. 25-yard line, got a blocker in front of him. Sidesteps one, and he runs out of bounds across the way at the 46-47. It was thrown up for grabs, and the Tigers had double coverage, and they were able to intercept at the 2-yard line, and then it was Collins returning it from the 2 all the way to his 47. So both teams have suffered 1 pick in the early ball game. That blunts the most promising drive of the night so far. And Princeton has excellent field position near midfield from which to take on the ensuing drive. Some coaches like when you have a turnover like that to assume perhaps the defense is on its heels just a bit, thinking about what might have been, and try to burn them deep. We'll see if that's Princeton's philosophy here. Trips to the left side and 1 to the right. Snap. They'll fire the short pass to the right side, and it's through the grass for the intended receiver, Carter Meacham. It was an out route that led him by a step too much. They tried to hide him as the drag route underneath a deeper route by Dom Collins, hoping Bluefield would play soft and play a lot of attention to the deep guy. And that time the pass was just a little bit wide of target. Stops the clock at 2:33 remaining in the opening quarter. No score, Bluefield and Princeton. Tigers repeat the formation, 3 to the wide side and 1 to the boundary side. Veteran quarterback Grant Cochran the snap. Looks left, tunnel screen goes to the left side. The pass is complete to the left side to his wide receiver, and that was Bradley Mosser, and Mosser picks his way through traffic for about 8.
About 9 yards on the play.
They'll spot it at the 45. They need the 47, so 2nd down and a long 2. Sending multiple men out on the formation, and nobody's getting pressure on the quarterback, but he's quick releasing it to the first man. Bluefield with 4-man defensive front. Tigers with 3 men this time to the right side, and that's the wide side of the field. 2nd and 2 at the Bluefield 45, no score. Opening quarter. Here's the snap, short drop, fires a pass over the middle, and the pass is complete again to Mosser, and he's running laterally and gave up about a yard. He may have run out of a first down. Now they're going to give him forward progress to the 42, and it's Princeton's 2nd first down. So Cochran throwing darts. He's 4 for 5 for 25 yards. So all of a sudden, Bluefield in the catbird seat, but the turnover when they got behind the chains and went for the whole enchilada. Tigers picked it off. Good return, and now Princeton's in business on the Bluefield side of midfield. 1st and 10 Tigers, Bluefield 42. Flag flies at the outset of the play. Procedure the call, Princeton the culprit. 3rd penalty against Princeton for 20 yards cumulatively. And they'll walk it back to the 47.
At halftime, it's Morgantown
7 penalties in just over 8 minutes. 1:12 and counting as the Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. They go no huddle and look to the sideline for the call. Slot and a split in both directions. 2 wide either way. 4-man look, shotgun. Cochran sets, fires a pass over the middle. Passes behind his intended receiver, Collins, on a slant route. Bluefield playing zone. 2nd down for Princeton and 15 yards to go.
Long first quarter.
Yeah, it is. 2nd and 15. Tigers trying to get something percolating offensively. Princeton has totaled 25 yards in the air and 7 on the ground. Bluefield, conversely, 46 on the ground and 29 in the air. 2nd down and long for Princeton, 2nd and 15 at the 47 of Bluefield, and Princeton calls for a time. The snap clock was getting short. So as we go to break, the score, Bluefield 0, Princeton 0. We'll be back with Princeton's 2nd and long after this. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver Football on WKOY 100.9 FM and online at WKOYRocks.com. Back in 30.
Are you wanting to...
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens MITSUBISHI in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens MITSUBISHI in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
On 100.9 WKOY.
Scoreless first quarter. We thought there might be a little more offensive pyrotechnics early. But other than about a 6-play sequence when Bluefield had some rhythm offensively, it's been more of a hurry up and wait attack for both teams. Princeton hung 53 on the board against an outmanned Lincoln County team last week. Princeton now 2nd and 15. They motion a man Meacham across the formation, run a throwback screen. Bluefield read it nicely, and it was, I believe, Rice was the intended receiver. And I believe that Wade was the guy who diagnosed it. It was a completed pass for a yard, but Wade, not influenced at all, played his assignments and made the stop for a yard. Throwback screen.
3rd and 14 coming up. 27 seconds left in the opening quarter.
The line, the 46, the line they need is the 32. Princeton sends 3 left and 1 right on this 3rd and long. Empty backfield now. They swing it to the back out of the backfield, and the pass is complete to Rice. And Rice will be drilled as he got to the 39. So from the 46 down to the 39, they picked up 7 on a circle route to Brody Rice. But Bluefield dared to stop it. 4th down and 7, and Princeton shows punt, but remember, they're on the plus side of midfield. And for Princeton to kick it away, that is Michael Giacomo. And as the halftime or the timeout continues, Tigers will go back to regroup. And now they've got the quarter break. That's what it was. So we'll take this 60-second pause for the calls. We've played 12. No score. Bluefield and Princeton back in a minute on Bluefield Beaver Football on WKOY 100.9 FM.
When it's time to work or play, you need an ATV or side-by-side with superior quality at an affordable price. That's why thousands of off-road riders, farmers, and hunters are riding a new CF Moto. We've been around for over 30 years with standard features like a 12-month warranty and winch. Right now, West Virginia Motorsports has over 200 new CF Motos in stock. The largest selection in the area, over 200 ATVs and UTVs ready for your next adventure. Get a new CF Moto at West Virginia Motorsports with 0 down and as low as $130 per month. West Virginia Motorsports, Stafford Drive, Princeton, and Northside Drive, Summersville. CF Moto reserves the right to vary specifications, which are subject to change without notice. Read the owner's manual and review vehicle warning labels before operation. Always dress properly for your ride with a helmet, eye protection, and appropriate protective apparel. Avoid excessive speeds and never engage in stunt riding. Observe good road manners and courteous behavior toward other motorists. Never ride under the influence of alcohol or other drugs. Always inspect your CF Moto vehicle before riding. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call CF Moto at 763-398-2690. Copyright 2022, Zhejiang CF Moto Power Company Limited. CF Moto is a registered trademark of Zhejiang CF Moto Power Company Limited. All rights reserved.
Back to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY.
Bluefield takes the line drive punt at the 9 and returns it to about the 19-yard line. While we were away, the kick, there is a flag back at the 16. So if the play stands, a 24-yard punt. But there's a penalty. personal foul against Princeton. So a dead ball personal foul call. And they will move it 15 yards. That is Princeton's fourth penalty for 35. That will put it up to the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Bluefield at the 31.
Once again, a good defensive series by the Beavers after that turnover.
And that 5-yard penalty helped put Princeton off schedule as well. Bluefield, there is another officials discussion as this game has been slowed by quite a few things that involve clarifications and conferences. Early second quarter, neither team was able to scratch the scoreboard in the opening quarter of play. And now they'll move it. They marked the 15 yards from the spot of the penalty instead of from the end of the play. And I think that's what they're doing now. It's just resetting it. No signal, but that may have been it. So Bluefield not asking questions because the verdict went their way. They're up to the 39 and it's 1st and 10. 2 left. Bluefield goes tight into the right side. This time Fuller under center in an I formation. Fuller hands to the first man through, and bouncing it to the outside is Wade. Wade broke a tackle, but it cost him yardage to do so because he ricocheted backward, and then Princeton was able, Cochran coming in to stop. That's rare that you find a guy that's a franchise quarterback who also starts at defensive end, because there's a whole lot of flak and shrapnel flying around as a defensive end. But Cochran, whose brother Cole Cochran was an outstanding defensive end on earlier Tiger teams, is an excellent defender. He's an excellent two-way player. 2nd down for Bluefield. They'll give the line of scrimmage back to Wade. This time shotgun, a pistol. And Bluefield will go to the outside. Here comes Amir, jukes a tackler and cuts inside. One tackler is able to get the corner with a burst of speed, and he is able to make his way forward to the 48-yard line. It was that extra gear speed that allowed Amir Hairston to outrun Princeton's boundary defenders, and he was able to turn it up to bring up 3rd down and a manageable 1 yard to go. 9 yards on the carry. Bluefield 55 rushing on the game. No score. Early second quarter, the Beavers and the Tigers. Pulaski County that plays Bluefield in a couple of, or next week, or 2 weeks, I'm sorry. And Bluefield quickly on a quick snap gets the handoff, and it is Fuller on the quarterback keeper on the quick count, and he gets the 1st down. So 1st and 10 for Bluefield right at the midfield stripe. That's Bluefield's 4th 1st down. Fuller caught me napping as I was looking down to the schedule at the time that they quick counted it and got the 1st down. The strategy, of course, to get the snap off before the defense was set. Bluefield will send 2 to the left side. They go tight end on the right side and unbalanced left. Fuller, the shotgun quarterback, flushed from the pocket, rolls to the left side, and Fuller will go toward the boundary. He was tackled inbound. Nobody was open deep for Fuller, and it looked like a one-man route. So earlier when he put one up for grabs, it was picked off, and this time he thought, discretion being the better part of valor, I'll just sacrifice 2 yards and live to play another down. 2nd down and 12. This game, last week's game, was just sort of a bunch of highlights that had the crowd on edge. This game has been one that's allowed the crowd to sit on its hands. 2nd down for Bluefield. Heavy formation to the right side from under center. Fuller hands it, and this time it will be Amir Hairston who slams. Check it, Wade. Wade muscles his way forward to about 4 to gain 2 net after they lost 2 on the previous play. Wade, a very physical runner at 6 feet and 185.
Be 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 for the Beavers. Wade, a very promising player. Yogi Berra once said, "I wish I had his future instead of my past." So 2 wide either direction for Bluefield on a 3rd down and long. See what they dial up. Fuller in the gun. Hairston the shadow back. Fuller the snap. Looks right. Fires right. Pass is complete, but no chance there on the slow developing screen pass. Tigers all over it, and Bluefield completing it for a loss of yardage.
There were 2 defenders out there. It was slow developing, but it was just like man-to-man coverage on
Yeah,
those.
they had us outmanned on the edge. So 4th down for Bluefield at the 49. Fuller, the QB, also does the punting. Doubt that it'll happen here, but that always amplifies the possibility of a fake kick. Tigers bunch at the line of scrimmage. They're showing rush. We'll see if they pass out of it. Snap is nice. They bounce out of it. Fuller, decent hang time to the right side. Bluefield will cover it well and watch it take a Bluefield bounce and roll inside the 15 and be killed at the 13. 38 yards on the kick from the Bluefield 48 to the Princeton 13. So Fuller with an effective punt, and the hang time allowed for coverage. Graham up on Tazewell, 24 zip in the second period. 7:26 remaining in the quarter. Tigers at their own 13, 87 yards from the promised land. The Tigers moving left to right. Princeton with a shadow back on the hip of the quarterback, Grant Cochran. Spread the receivers, looks to the boundary side, flips it out of the backfield, running back across the middle of the field, giving ground as Princeton's receiver. It is Lowe, Edwards, and Edwards trying to find a way. No, it's Lowe, and Lowe caught it in traffic and was able to make a bit of something out of nothing as he was able to serpentine his way through Bluefield's would-be tacklers and weave his way up to the 20-yard line. So a gain of 6. A lot of that was just Montreal Lowe and his quickness. 41 yards passing for Princeton. They are 7 of 9 with 1 picked off. So the Tigers look at 2nd and short at their own 20. Ball 18 yards from the right sideline as they take it right to left. They repeat the formation, trips to the right side, or to the left side. Short drop, tunnel screen goes to the left side, and getting the first down yardage is the Tigers' wide receiver. I think that was Collins. It was. So Collins needed 3, and the pass completion gets 7. That's Princeton's 3rd first down, and their drive gets off of the blocks in good shape. 48 passing on 8 of 10. Princeton as we approach the halfway point in period number 2. Tigers flip the formation. They go trips to the right side, 1 to the left side. As Cochran redirects his folks, he's got a double slot on the right side, does Cochran. He's got Rice as his lone setback. New set of downs at the Princeton 29. Cochran the snap. This time he feeds it to Rice, and Rice gets a nice push and will pick up about 5, make it 4 on first down. Forward progress to the 33-yard line. Middle of Bluefield's defensive front was able to terminate the play. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
No score, 5:40 remaining in the second quarter.
A lot of folks thought that there would be more points than nil at this point in the contest. 1 left, 3 to the boundary of the right side of the field. Cochran maintains the formation. He'll screen it to the left side. Flags fly. Passes complete to his tight end, Giacomo. And Giacomo is able to high step his way to the 48-yard line. 15 yards on the screen. Giacomo, big dude, 6'4", or 6'2", and 215. So Princeton's short pass game is really clicking now. That's back-to-back first downs. Princeton now with 5, Bluefield with 4. Tigers 9 of 11 for 63 through the air. Cochran. This one's been a bit more of a chess match than most Bluefield Princeton games. 2 to the left side, 2 to the right side. New set of downs at their 48. This time belly series, and the Reed hands it to Rice. Rice, running hard, is able to spin through a tackler's grasp and get second effort yards up to the Beaver 48. So a gain of 4 from one 48 to the other. 15 rushing for Princeton. Tigers now have got the momentum. After a first quarter punctuated by flags, there were 8 in the quarter. This has been a penalty-free second period. 2 in either direction for Princeton on a new set of downs at the Bluefield. Check out a 2nd and 6 at the Bluefield 48. Motion across the formation. Counter back to the inside to Rice. And Rice will have first down yardage on the misdirection. A little bit of a gap opened at the line of scrimmage, and a north and south runner is Brody. And Rice was able to get solid yards, not the first down, I misspoke, to the 45 and bring up 3rd down and 3. So the Tigers really showing wide type action with their swing screens and so forth, and now they're countering up the middle. And Bluefield in a bit of a vise. It's 3rd down and 3 from the 45. They motion Meacham to go trips to the left side. Look to the outside. Cochran scrambles, fires. He fires the pass late, and it's complete to Meacham, and Meacham decked at the 26. That was ad lib. The original play broke down, and as Bluefield put pressure on him, the veteran quarterback motioned his senior flanker to go a bit deeper, find a seam, and Meacham did, and so that play, while not the way they had it in the playbook, worked out wonderfully for Princeton. Another first down, and you chalk that up to a pair of seniors making a cerebral play. Princeton, its deepest advance toward Bluefield's goal line. 1st and 10 at the Beaver 26. Cochran, the throwback screen to the right side with a room to run. The Tigers wide receiver Collins, and Collins breaking tackles, and he'll go all the way for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Tigers.
Collins, 26 yards on it. So Princeton getting the pass game going. Bluefield in a bit of a swivel defensively, and that time after the completion to Collins, Bluefield's been a little soft on those screens of late, and Collins was able to find a seam and with good vision cut it back to the middle of the field for the score. 28 yards on the touchdown. And Princeton draws first blood. They're up 6-zip. Giso in to attempt the PAT. Out of the hold of his back, Brody Klein. Snaps high, placement down, kick away. High, deep, and true into the evening. So as we come back up the field, the clock has stopped the field to score. Princeton 7, Bluefield nothing. 2:52 in the quarter. We'll be back in 30 with Bluefield's possession on Bluefield Beaver football on WKOI 100.9 FM.
Ray's Power Sports. Now open. Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss. 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy Service Department has the latest technology and experienced technicians that are GM factory trained and ASE certified. Stop in for a free alignment check with their alignment specialists using our state-of-the-art equipment. Cole Chevy, just better.
Back to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOI.
An offensive drive that spanned 86 yards on 9 plays, and the bell ringer was the 28-yard Cochran to his wide receiver Collins pass, PAT by Giso. And the short pass game for Princeton worked, and they had some yardage after catch for a few of those passes, as Bluefield defensively was having a hard time handling the multiple level Princeton offense. Tigers to kick it away. And this will be Giso, right-footed soccer kicker. Here's the run-up and the kick. Line drive kick that will go into the end zone on the fly. Automatic touchback. So Bluefield will set up shop at its 20 and try to answer. They trail 7-zip. And it's a little early to note it, but in the second half, Bluefield will have first possession. Bluefield has had success in spurts. That 14-play drive was pretty impressive for the Tigers, especially the ad-lib play from Cochran to his senior receiver, Mitchum, for the big play. Bluefield 1st and 10. They spread it with 2 wide in either direction from their 20. Bluefield looks to the right side, passes complete to the right side, and I believe that is Fields, and Fields is able to spin his way up. Pickup of about 7. So a nice start to this Bluefield drive. 2nd down and 3. Bluefield 3 of 5 passing for 29 and 1 picked off. 2:27 and counting. Bluefield has 2 timeouts remaining. Here they look at 2nd down and 3. Trips to the boundary side and 1 to the wide side of the field.
Encroachment.
And Bluefield will get a first down the easy way. Somebody from the Tigers' front jumped into the neutral zone. So that's the 5th first down for Bluefield. And Bluefield trailing by 7 after the Tigers' 9-play, 86-yard drive. 1st and 10 at the Bluefield 33-yard line. Bluefield has 56 yards rushing, but they got a lot of those in the first quarter. Princeton used the pass game, the short pass game, to dominate time of possession here in the second. That's interesting. Trips boundary, 1 wide, shotgun. And Bluefield throws back to the boundary side. This time they've got 3 there, and Bluefield will battle for yardage on the screen. That was Sean Hale who made the grab, and Hale, as Bluefield went trips boundary, and they used the other 2 wideouts to form an escort, so he picked up about 4. Bluefield now 4 of 6 for 33. The line of scrimmage is just beyond, or just at the 37-yard line. 1:47 and counting. The sideline play stops the clock with 1:47 remaining in the opening quarter. Bluefield motions out of the backfield. They swing it to the right side to Hairston. Hairston looks to get the corner. Stop and go move, and Amir is bumped to the turf on the near side, very close to the sticks. Now they'll rule that Amir was not out of bounds.
I don't understand that call, Jim.
And now official on the near side is going to talk to the others and see if he was in fact outside. I thought if you were moving forward and pushed to the sideline, they did not continue the clock. But
clock shows 1:25 left in the half. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Beavers. Let's see what goes on here.
So 6-yard swing pass completion to Amir Hairston. Now they're going to bring the sticks to determine if it was a first down. A bit of a break for Bluefield, because if they get ready with the play call now, when they mark it ready for play, they will have had effectively a timeout.
And here we go, first down.
It looks like by the tip of the football, it is a first down.
The clock will start when the ball is set for play.
So the Beavers up and ready to roll, as Rick noted very accurately. Clock starts when the ball is ready for play. Bluefield having called its play, 1st down and 10 at the 43-yard line of Princeton. 1:25 left, a couple of timeouts in their pocket right now for Fuller, looking to the sideline. There's a stoppage again. They'll now reset the clock to 1:36. So now they mark it ready for play. And Bluefield will come to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun 2 in either direction, wide side of the field to the right. Fuller this time will go inside to Amir, bounces outside. 45 midfield, and he'll run to the sideline at the 47 of Princeton. Again, close to a first down by Hairston. The savvy junior decided to go ahead and try to get the first down, and he did.
Okay.
1st and 10. So Hairston a heads-up play to get the first down and then get out of bounds. Designed to go inside, and he bounced it outside once he got past the first layer. 2 wide either direction, wide side of the field to the right side. Shotgun Tigers with the middle blitz. Fuller now scrambles, goes back to the right side, keeps his eyes up, will fire a pass to the right side, and the pass is intercepted, I think, by Princeton. He overthrew his intended receiver, and the pass was picked off by Brody Rice. Fuller on the run, running to his right. So the turnover will go back to the Tigers if the play stands. There may be a flag.
Brody Rice on the interception. It's illegal man downfield against
Illegal downfield for Bluefield. Princeton declines, and so the turnover stands. That's Bluefield's second turnover, both through the air. The Beavers now 5 of 9 passing with 2 picked off. Fuller did a nice job buying time with his feet and looking upfield, but I think when he was on the run and did not set, the ball sailed on him a bit. So they will rule that Rice corralled it before he stepped out of bounds back at the 30. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. That blunts Bluefield's budding drive, and Princeton will have 1:14, and now the Tigers have 2 timeouts. And we'll see if the longer pass game of Grant Cochran will be on display. 7-0 Princeton. Last drive, 9 plays, 86 yards. 11 of those plays were passes. And Princeton with the only touchdown of the game. Tigers 2 wide to the right or the wide side of the field, 2 to the boundary side. Shotgun by Cochran. Cochran 2-step drops, going to air it out. Fires it high and deep to the left side, and it's broken up at the last minute by a Beaver defender. I think that was Redmond made the deflection, but the receiver coming open on the far side for the Tigers. That was Edwards leaking out of the wide receiver spot. 2nd down and 10 with 1:08 remaining. Beckley leading Greenbrier East by 2 scores at 21-7, second period score there. Two to the right side, 2 to the left side. Motion out of the backfield. Cochran looks deep, fires a little underneath pass. The pass is complete this time, and close to first down yardage is the back coming out of the backfield. Might have been Rice coming out of the backfield. It was Collins. It's an 11-yard pickup and a new set of downs for the Tigers. Cochran pretty impressive, 13 of 15 now for 120. Quickly the Tigers line of scrimmage, 49 ticks remaining. They lead by 7 at the Bluefield 41. Cochran the snap, drops, steps up in the pocket, rushes, lobs it to one of the undermen, and Bluefield on the sideline, lucky to get away with not a late hit.
Close.
A gain of 6 for Princeton to the 47-yard line. Everybody was covered on the deeper routes, and he just checked down. So a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. The line they need is the Bluefield 49. 35 seconds remaining. And remember those 2 timeouts for Princeton, and Giso is an excellent field goal kicker with range. So Tigers 2 wide either direction, 35 ticks remaining. They look at 2nd and medium. Motion across the formation. They try to go middle screen, and it's complete over to the left side to Lowe. Lowe breaks it into the open, 25-20. Lowe to the 15-yard line and bumped out of bounds inside the 15. Nice call, and Princeton was able to get it to Lowe, who's got that burst of speed. Flag back upfield at the 49. So we'll see if it stands. Players are retreating upfield, so it means that perhaps it is coming back. If it is, Bluefield catches a break. So the big screen pass completion will come off the board. And a penalty will take it back to the 42. Ineligible man downfield. So it's a loss of down 2. So it's 2nd down and 9.
24 seconds on the clock in the first half.
2nd and 9 for Princeton at their own 42. That's the 6th penalty accepted against Princeton. Bluefield with 5. 2nd and long, 24 ticks left in the first half. Empty backfield now for Cochran. He'll swing it to the right side. The pass is complete, this time to Lowe, and Bluefield's all over it, stopping him and keeping him in bounds. Back to the 39, make it to 40. So it'll be loss of a couple as they mark it ready for play, and the Tigers may go ahead and just let the first half expire on that play and talk about it at halftime. They do call timeout with 1 second remaining in the first half of play. So we will see what they dial up on this play. You know, sometimes you think gimmick, a hook and lateral. Sometimes you just think Cochran's got a big arm, throw into traffic, and hopefully get a PI, which gives you something else, a defensive PI, or a pass called on a deflection as it becomes a rugby scrum midair as everybody tries to get a hand on it. If you are a Beaver, one of the worst things you can do now is try to make the catch. Just try to bat it down with 1 tick remaining. We have seen instances in years past where the Beavers have tried to make the play in a situation like that. The ball goes through their hands and the opposing offense gets a deflected first down or touchdown. Happened in the West Virginia game late with Bryce Ford Wheaton unable to corral a late pass from J.T. Daniels in the Mountaineers' 38-31 loss at Pitt. That cost West Virginia that last possession that was beginning to look promising as they tried to make a tie. Here it is, 1 second left. Tigers will go 3 to the left side and try perhaps to do a Big Ben or a Hail Mary on 3rd down and long. Cochran going to throw a past left side screen. Coming back over the middle, it is Collins. Collins running back to the right side, got blocking in front of him, and Collins will be dragged down at the 24-yard line. So Collins went from 140 to the other 24, 36 yards as a stat stuffer, but Bluefield was able in its prevent to stop him before he threatened the goal line. So at the end of 1 half of play, lots of action and more defense than offense. As we go to break, it's Princeton 7 and Bluefield nothing. We'll be back with halftime action in 60 seconds. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WHIS, or check it WKOY 100.9 FM and WKOYRocks.com.
Dr. Ronald Hell. The latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official Old House and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
Back to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY.
Well, the first half after a scoreless first quarter, Paul. Second quarter, 7-zip Tigers. They got something going with that possession pass heavy attack late in the first half of play. And it looks like they still have Bluefield a little off balance. They have the threat of throwing deep, and Bluefield playing a little soft as a result of that. But they're also getting a lot of yardage after catch in that short pass game.
That's true, and so far the Bluefield Beaver defense is not adjusted to that. And the real difference in the game, Jim, is right. I mean, actually, the first downs just about even out. The real difference in the game is the first score that the Beavers had, and it was called back for offensive pass interference. And that, as a result, the Princeton Tigers scored in the second quarter, and they lead 7-0 at this moment.
And that's where we are early on, and the Half Tiger Marching Band is on the field performing down below, a second of 3 in a row to open the season at home for Bluefield High School. Opportunity to bring you up to date on other football that you can listen to on the First Media Services family of stations. Virginia Tech is playing this evening. New head coach, and they are playing at Old Dominion. That game on WKEZ 98.7 FM. And in other action, of course, you've got Graham Tazewell, that over on Kicks Country. And last we heard Graham with a sizable lead in that. In Mingo County, you've got Westside at Mingo Central. That game can be listened to on WKQR 92.7. Pikeview is at Van tonight. Pikeview, a future Bluefield opponent. That game available on radio on WAMN in addition to our game. Tomorrow, regional college action, Concord University at Emory and Henry. As the Mountain Lions get their season underway, Bluefield University will be making the track to Georgetown, Kentucky to face Georgetown in a Saturday contest as well. In case you missed it, last night, Bluefield State got area college action off early with a Thursday night home opener in year number 2 for the Big Blue. And they posted a heart-stopping overtime win, 35-34, going for 2 points in the overtime. And a win, or make it and you win, miss it and you lose situation. Coach Coaxum and the Beavers pushed all the chips to the middle of the table, and they were able to make a play as they had in the fourth quarter when they came from 10 points behind late against a very talented team from Johnson C. Smith. So last year, the Big Blue opened at 0-1, losing to Lawrenceville Tech at home. This year, facing a CIAA opponent, Johnson C. Smith. Now they've won 2 in a row against Johnson C. Smith, the Golden Bulls, and they also chalked up their first win a year ago against Elizabeth City. So Bluefield State has now posted a record as a new program of 3-0 against the CIAA. This coming week, Bluefield travels to the area of Richmond to face Virginia State or Virginia Union. I think it was Virginia State, but I'm not sure. And that game will be available on the Big Blue radio network and online on their network. Here it is 7-0 in favor of the Princeton Tigers over the Bluefield Beavers. When we return after this commercial break, studio coordinator par excellence, Ethan Stinson, will bring you up to date on the halftime scoreboard, other games of interest throughout southern West Virginia. Again, the Tiger Band performing early in halftime. It is 7-0 Princeton. You are listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY, 100.9 FM and online at WKOYRocks.com.
The latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official old house and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
How does First Sentinel stand out from other banks?
Wow, is this Noah? He has really grown.
It's an easy answer.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How are you?
Local people serving local people.
Thanks for coming in today, Blair.
Sure, First Sentinel has all the services you'll find at big national banks, but you can say goodbye to big bank fees and red tape. Here you'll find no-fee cashback checking and no analysis fees on business accounts. And loan decisions are made right here locally at First Sentinel Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
Right now at the half. Greenbrier, or that was a halftime update. Greenbrier East knotted up 7 apiece.
County Health Department, located conveniently between Bluefield and Princeton here in the heart of Mercer County, is now offering clinical services for our community. Focusing on family planning, women's health, and adult and children vaccinations, our practitioners are available 5 days a week for all your medical needs. Mercer County Health Department, here to serve you.
Welcome to the Club on the Green. More than just a country club, we're a place for people to make unforgettable memories. Our professional event planners take your event to the next level with exquisite in-house catering and hospitality. Come see our newly renovated venue, interior bathrooms, meeting rooms, and stunning outdoor greenery. The Club on the Green is the perfect setting for your wedding, family reunion, or corporate event. Book your visit today.
How does First Sentinel stand out from other banks?
Wow, is this Noah? He has really grown.
It's an easy answer.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How are you?
Local people serving local people.
Thanks for coming in today, Blair.
Sure, First Sentinel has all the services you'll find at big national banks, but you can say goodbye to big bank fees and red tape. Here you'll find no-fee cashback checking and no analysis fees on business accounts. And loan decisions are made right here locally at First Sentinel Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Watch the latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
Princeton primarily a time-consuming offense in large measure, time of possession, but they're doing it not with the run at first. They're doing it with a short pass game. And when you got a quarterback as accurate as Cochran, unofficially I've got him 15 of 18 through the air. He had 1 pick, but he's thrown for $162 in a half a play. Those short passes over time, defenders will either be wary of the deep pass or they'll come up and play the short and be vulnerable to something that's a little deep. So it'll be interesting to see how Bluefield adjusts. How do you think that they'll tweak the lug nuts here at halftime?
Well, first of all, the Beavers deferred until the second half, so they'll get the ball the second half. And I think being in the way this game went the first 2 quarters, they really need to get something for the offense, something. So this opening drive will be will tell the tale. I mean, if we basically have a drive going like we had in the second quarter and had a touchdown and had a turnover down near inside the 5-yard line. So, but it will be a challenge to adjust. At first, they were just testing us, and now they've got this screen situation and multiple. Cochran is basically using his talents that he has.
It's almost like a long handoff when you're as accurate as he is. So it's a quasi-run game in many respects, but it just has to do with those passes that are high percentage possession type passes and a lot of yardage after catch. And when Princeton goes with a trips set one direction or another, Bluefield is finding sometimes it's tough to get past those blockers who go upfield to clear the way for the guy who makes the screen. Bluefield has tried to go outside a couple times with its screen, and after the Tigers were burned early with some yardage after that, they tend to flare an equal number of DBs over to shade so that you're a mano in the areas where you go with the heavy receiver package to one side or the other. So that's kind of interesting. The second piece of it, Bluefield got a few things going, but and they've had Amir Hairston be able to do some things, but it's been primarily to the outside. Tigers seem to be pretty strong up the middle. Bluefield for the second week has had a hard time gaining considerable yardage between the tackles, and they've had to rely on Hairston, who's just got that extra gear. I think he has recorded about a 4.6 or a 4.65 40, and he's got to use that gear to outrace the contained folks on the corner to be able to turn it upfield. And so for Bluefield, there's some things that might be there. They've been able, the Tigers have, to put some pressure on Fuller and get him uncomfortable in the pocket and get him to roll out a bit. And Princeton at the same time with Cochran, he seems to have plenty of time. He's not been moved from his spot, as I can recall, in the first half of play. Bluefield unable to get the rush. Part of that is because much of the time he's just doing a catch and release before Bluefield has opportunity. He's got such a quick release on many occasions. But at other times they just haven't had the ability to make him a little bit comfortable. I was on the ball so much that I was unable to focus. Was Bluefield trying anything where they were sending extra rushers, middle blitz, or somebody coming off the edge, or was it just pretty much a basic three-man front with the outside backers occasionally trying to help with the blitz a bit?
I didn't see any adjustments other than the three-man front. They did not send anybody. I saw one play where it looked like they did send someone, but it will be a challenge for the Bluefield defense to adjust. But at first, they have the offensive possession. They get the ball first in the second, begin the second half, third quarter. So after that, regardless of what happens on this offensive drive, we're going to have to shut that series of screens and those, down. And that's a real difference in their quarterback, like you say, is two incompletions, and that's it. And that's the real has been it all for Princeton, basically.
Tigers 7, Bluefield nothing, as we are in the later stages of the half. Tigers, instead of going into the locker room, are going to take a knee in the end zone at the half as they talk it over. They pretty much second quarter dominated, other than the one drive that Bluefield had that was deep sixth on the interception at the goal line. Bluefield suffered 2 interceptions. Both of those after drives had at least been in the nascent sense of unfolding. Princeton, pretty impressive in terms of statistics, too. Tigers, as you said, 15 of 18, 1 picked off. So 83% pass completion rate for Cochran and the Tigers for 162 yards. Princeton has 5 rushes for 18, so 180 in total offense for the Tigers and 9 first downs. Bluefield, 7 first downs. The Beavers have rushed the ball 12 times for 66 yards, about a 5-yard a pop average. And Bluefield 6 of 10 passing for 39 yards. Bluefield has 105 yards in total offense compared to the Tigers.
Welcome to the Club on the Green. More than just a country club, we're a place for people to make unforgettable memories. Our professional event planners take your event to the next level with exquisite in-house catering and hospitality. Come see our newly renovated venue, interior bathrooms, meeting rooms, and stunning outdoor greenery. The Club on the Green is the perfect setting for your wedding, family reunion, or corporate event. Book your visit today. Here at the Bill Cole Auto Mall, we're all about you, our customers. That's why we're proud to introduce Service My Way, an experience that gives you complete control over your vehicle's maintenance needs.
Plan your service from home or work with our online scheduler. We'll even pick up and return your vehicle once your service is completed.
You'll receive photos and videos of recommendations that can be approved in seconds from your phone or tablet.
Servicing your vehicle at your convenience, what could be better? Service My Way, exclusively at the Bill Cole Auto Mall.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
My name is Edmund Smith. My bachelor's degree of science and nursing, it definitely prepared me to handle situations such as a pandemic. I mean, you learn different skills and you study different disease processes. They set you up to be able to handle these types of things effectively. I'm a nurse practitioner hospitalist, and that means I admit people to the hospital alongside an attending physician, and we continue their care until they're ready to be discharged to go home.
Chalk Talk session.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official Old House and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
Watch the latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
At the
How does First Sentinel stand out from other banks?
Wow, is this Noah? He has really grown.
It's an easy answer.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How are you?
Local people serving local people.
Thanks for coming in today, Blair.
Sure, First Sentinel has all the services you'll find at big national banks, but you can say goodbye to big bank fees and red tape. Here you'll find no fee cashback checking and no analysis fees on business accounts. And loan decisions are made right here locally at First Sentinel Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At Cole Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss, 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy's Body Shop is equipped with the latest collision repair techniques and the capability to repair your car's critical safety features. That's why we're a direct repair facility for most major insurance companies. Make your vehicle repair less stressful and pick the iCar Gold Class Certified Body Shop.
Better quality of life. We are proud to sponsor the teams in our community and wish all the players the best of luck. At Dell's Chiropractic, we've got your back. Set up an appointment today at Dell's Chiropractic in Bluefield, Virginia.
You're listening to the Bluefield
2:51 remaining, third quarter of play. Tigers 2nd and 13 at the 47-yard line. Cochran checks off the play at the line of scrimmage, trips to the right side. Tightens up Edwards as his lone receiver left. Here's the snap, and he'll play fake. Cochran will scramble to the left side, directs a man deep. Cochran in trouble, fires a pass high and deep, and it was out of bounds. That time again, the senior quarterback was trying to motion his receiver to go deeper than the original route. So you've got a high IQ quarterback. That time, though, Bluefield bracketed the receiver on that side, Collins, and he had to throw it boundary side for the incompletion.
Right.
Man leads Mountview 20-7 in the third now. So 3rd and 13 for Princeton. Huge play for the Bluefield defense. I'd say if the Tigers get a reasonable portion, but not all of the yardage needed, they may consider going for it on 4th. 3rd down and 13. Quarterback will option keep it, and to read it to the outside will be slung to the sideline. Cochran runs out of real estate on the read option, and he's a big hombre at 6'6", 220, but Bluefield was able to stop him well shy of the first down. He got a couple of yards, make it 1 to the 46. Princeton's in punt posture now, and Abelhausen will be in to kick away. For Bluefield, one man deep, and that appears to be Sean Hale. Hale at the 10. Snap, kick, line drive kick that will go out of bounds across the way. And they walk back upfield to mark the point at which it did go out, and it'll be marked at the 24, so a 24-yard punt. And Bluefield dodges a bullet here early second half. Tigers had possession at the 43 and a couple of 5-yard penalties, wiping out net 17 yards gained, doomed that drive to a punt.
A lot of Beavers have possession. Let's see if we can do better than 3 down and out the last time. So.
Very conservative for Bluefield that first possession, as Bluefield 3 and out, and it was primarily runs. This time 2 wide to either side. The boundary side is to the right. Shadow back is Hairston. Shotgun quarterback is Fuller. Fuller the snap. Looks left. Runs right out of pressure. He will pick up what he can and go to the sideline.
And there's a flag, Jim.
Flag back at the point at which he went out. Caleb Fuller did a nice job doing a 180 and getting out of the would-be pass rushers, sackers, and he went the opposite way and picked up about 5 on the scramble. But as Paul noted, there is a flag at the end of it. So Princeton with its 3rd penalty of the 3rd quarter. That turns a 5-yard gain into a net 20-yarder, and Bluefield has a first down, a much-needed first down. Now, as they approach midfield at their own 45, ball 18 yards from the right sideline, they look at taking right to left here in period number 3. Fuller maintains the shotgun look. He's got Hairston on his left hip. In motion across the formation. The throw to the motion man. It's a circle route, and the pass is complete at midfield. Sincere Fields jukes one tackler, a second tackler, and it's taken a team huddle to drag him down at the 38-yard line. 17 yards on the play. Fields a nice job. He went motion, skinny motion, and then was able to take it on something akin to a circle route. 17 yards on the pass completion. He made some tough yardage after the catch.
Well, the Beavers have to get something on this offensive drive. Now it's 8:06 and counting, clock running in the 3rd quarter.
Back-to-back first downs. Bluefield now with 9. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide in either direction. Wide side right for Fuller and the Beavers. And I believe the Tigers may have encroached. So a 1st and 10 becomes a 1st and 5. And that is the 4th Princeton penalty of Bluefield's of the first 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter. First and 5 as Tabor spins over the football for Bluefield. 2 men wide, either direction. And a first down and 5 for Bluefield at the 33. This time they'll go to Hairston. First down and then some. Bursts to the left side. Hairston stumbles on a shoestring tackle at the 23. But a burst of 10 when he needed 5, so they'll move the sticks again.
Nice run by Hairston, going down to about the 22-yard line.
And the Tigers call for an early third quarter TO. 7.5 minutes left in period 3 as we go to break. Princeton 7, Bluefield nothing. The Beavers on the move at the Tigers' 24-yard line. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM and online at WKOYRocks.com. We're back in.
Cole Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss. 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy Service Department has the latest technology and experienced technicians that are GM factory trained and ASE certified. Stop in for a free alignment check with their alignment specialists using our state-of-the-art equipment. Cole Chevy, just better.
Dish.com.
Back to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY.
Much needed drive by Bluefield after its first possession fizzled. And now they've put together a few plays after a Princeton penalty-filled first possession. And now Bluefield is down to the Tigers just inside the 24. Bluefield deploys with 2 wide in either direction. Fuller at signals. Amir Hairston is the lone setback. Offset to the right hip of the quarterback. Tigers show blitz. This time they go inside to Hairston. Breaks it to the 20. 15 to the 10 to the 5. They try to strip him of the football, and Amir, with a burst of thunder, gets all the way down to the 4.5-yard line.
Nice run by Hairston.
They'll mark him down to the 2-yard line. So 21 yards by Hairston. They caught him in a middle blitz, Paul, and as a result, there was a little seam through which Amir could run. Bluefield's 11th first down. First and goal at the 2. And Bluefield will huddle up now. 9 on the snap clock for the Beavers as they come to the line of scrimmage. 4 on the snap clock for Fuller. Fuller will take the snap, gets the play off, tall sweep to the outside, and Hairston scores.
Touchdown, Bluefield.
Bluefield went into the huddle with just 9 seconds. They broke it with 4. It was a fire drill to get to the line of scrimmage, but the tall sweep to the right side and the cutback by Hairston. And at the 7-minute mark, Bluefield has cut the lead to 1.
The ball was snapped with 1 second left, Jim.
That score came at 7 minutes remaining in period number 3. And it caps a 55-yard Bluefield drive. Grayson Paris will attempt to try to tie it up. Out of the hold of Fong. Snap, placement, and the kick. And it is good. He line drived it through the uprights. The old Lee Corso thing. It ain't pictures, it's numbers, and he did split the uprights. So as we come back up the field, the clock has stopped the field to score. Bluefield 7 and Princeton 7. We'll be back with the Beavers kickoff in a half minute. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on W.
Cole Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss. 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
At Cole Chevy, our certified GM parts specialists have over 80 years of combined experience. Accessorize your vehicle with running boards, tonneau covers, and all-weather floor mats. At Cole Chevy, it's not just the parts you can trust, it's the people.
Serve the community. Come and see Ray Farley and Travis Miller today for all things machine.
Back to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY.
Second half started out a little forgettably for Bluefield, a 3-and-out. The Tigers' possession at the Bluefield's 43, but Princeton unable to move it, and as a result of a short punt and a penalty, Bluefield with good field position is able to move the ball 55 yards for the touchdown in 8 plays to tie it up. Collins and Lowe double deep at the Tigers' 10-yard line. And Bryson Redmond will do the honors for Bluefield. The game deadlocked. So Redmond awaits the official's high sign, approaches it, and line drives it to the left. It's picked up by one of the upbacks. I think that's Rice.
Got to stop him here.
Running to the 30, 35 to the 40. He's got midfield, and he's in Bluefield territory at the Bluefield 47-yard line. That was Bradley Mosser, a freshman, who picked it up and turned it north and south. So the squib kick backfires, and again the Tigers take over on the plus side of midfield. So we'll see if the Tigers, they're in a good position to mount a counter and an answer, being on the Bluefield 47 after the nice kick return following the short kickoff.
In the third quarter, Parkersburg South 78, University 14.
7-7 the score. Graham at last report up big on Tazewell at the half, 31-zip.
38-zip.
Now 38-zip. Thrips to the left side. Short drop, fires a pass over the middle, and the Tigers' pass is completed for decent first down yardage inside the 40. Mosser, the recipient.
That was Mosser, number 1.
There is an injured player on the field and an opportunity for us to take this 30-second pause for the cause. As we go to break, the score, Bluefield 7, Princeton 7. Back in 30 on Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9.
Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss, 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy Service Department has the latest technology and experienced technicians that are GM factory trained and ASE certified. Stop in for a free alignment check with their alignment specialists using our state-of-the-art equipment. Cole Chevy, just better.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official Old House and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
Mercer County Health Department, located conveniently between Bluefield and Princeton here in the heart of Mercer County, is now offering clinical services for our community. Focusing on family planning, women's health, and adult and children vaccinations, our practitioners are available 5 days a week for all your medical needs. Mercer County Health Department, here to serve you.
Bluefield moments ago, a 55-yard drive, the 4-yard touchdown by Hairston. Trips to the right side for Princeton. They feed it to Rice this time, and Rice will have first down yardage on the dive play as his quick hitter gets just inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Falls in the grasp of Chris Patton, among others. First down for Princeton, and Princeton taking advantage this drive of that field position. Princeton with 29 rush yards. Here are the Tigers. Trips to the right side, one to the left side from the Bluefield 33. Play fake. They'll fire it to the left side, and the pass to Mosser, and Mosser is stymied after about a 5-yard gain. It's tough for Bluefield to get much pressure on Cochran because he is such a quick release guy. He makes that first read, and if he's open, he turns it loose. And as a result, the pass rush has not had opportunity to develop. Princeton, after the 5-yard gain, 175 passing. Cochran sends trips to the left side on 2nd and 5 at the 29, a flag. The officials confer behind us.
The dead ball, offside against the Beavers.
Bluefield lined up offside, and so that'll take it down to the 24. And that'll be right at the first down sticks. It is a first down. Princeton's 11th, second on this drive, and the Tigers are dangerously close to unknotting this 7-7 score. 2 wide in either direction.
5:18 remaining third quarter.
They swing it to Mosser on the left side. The Beavers fly to meet him after a short gain, and the knockdown occurs at the 22-yard line. I believe that was Redmond flying from the opposite linebacker to come across the field, read it, and make the play after a 2-yard pickup. So second down and 8, 4:50 and counting. Period number 3, 7-7. Princeton and Bluefield. Tigers look at second and 8 at the Bluefield 23-yard line. 2 wide in either direction. Now they motion a man across the formation. This time they'll go to the big fullback, and this will be Brody Rice. And Rice muscles his way across the 20, and he's dropped in the grass with a couple Bluefield defenders at the 17-yard line. Tyquise Powell gets credit for first contact on that one. Third down and 3 for Princeton at the Bluefield 18-yard, make it 17-yard line. We'll be inside 4 minutes in the quarter when this play is executed. Tigers taking advantage of a nice kick return following the Bluefield touchdown. Motion man, and then at this time again it's Rice, and Rice takes the ball across the 15, backpedals his way determinedly down to the 13. Another first down for Princeton. Tigers pretty basic on this one. They're just minimizing the risk and going with a very quick release pass game, as well as a run game of normal nature. 2 wide in either direction for Princeton. First and 10 at the Beaver 13-yard line. Cochran has the receivers in either direction, looks to the left side on the slant route, and it'll go for a touchdown. That was Collins on the receiving end. That's his second touchdown pass. They say when you are a wide receiver that close to the goal line and you can cross in front of that defensive back, happy times are ahead, and that's exactly what Collins did. So the slant route for 13. That's the second time Cochran and Collins have hooked up for a score. 13-7. Giso is in to attempt the point. 3:19 remaining in the third when that score came. Giso drills it, and it is good. So as we come back up the field, the clock has stopped the field to score. Princeton 14 and Bluefield 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM.
Are you wanting to upgrade your...
Cole Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss, 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy's Body Shop is equipped with the latest collision repair techniques and the capability to repair your car's critical safety features. That's why we're a direct repair facility for most major insurance companies. Make your vehicle repair less stressful and pick the iCar Gold Class Certified Body Shop at
100.9 WKOY.
Short kickoff, nice return, short field, 6 plays, 47 yards is the summary of it, and Cochran to Collins for the score. That's their second touchdown combination. Giso the kick, and the Tigers that quickly retake the lead. Bluefield enjoyed the tie for about 3 minutes. Bluefield with 2 deep. One of those is Amir Hairston. And now they've got Smith as well among the double. Now they go trips deep. Vergiso kicking it off. Amir back at the goal line. High end over end kick that will sail on the fly into the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 20 for Bluefield. 80 yards away from what would be a potential tying touchdown. Graham up on Tazewell, 38-8, and now in the 4th of that game. Bluefield plays Tazewell a little later in the year. 3-game homestand, 4 games in a row on the road, and then 3 at home to wrap it up in a bookend type season. 1st and 10 for the Beavers, down by 7 once again at 14-7. 2 wide in either direction, shotgun. They motion out of the backfield. Bluefield throws to the boundary side, and R.J. Hairston drops it. 2nd and 10. Classic case of trying to run before you secured the football.
Final score, Ridgeview 34, Grundy 20.
Ridgeview has beaten Grundy 34-20. Remember, we face Ridgeview in game number 9. 2nd and 10 for Bluefield. 2 wide either direction. Snap. Hairston. Hairston up the middle for very short yardage into the teeth of the Tigers' interior defense. Hard-earned 3, 3rd down and 7 from the 23. Bluefield 7 of 12 passing for 56 of 118 on the ground. Princeton 177 in the air and 31 on the ground. Bluefield spreads it, shotgun. Fuller looks to the left side. The pass is complete on the slant to R.J. Hairston breaks tackles, and Hairston is able to muscle his way to midfield. A slashing catch and run by R.J. Hairston, atoning for the earlier drop, and this time makes a catch in traffic, breaks a tackle, and he goes from the 23 to midfield, a 27-yard catch and run, and a big 3rd down conversion.
Graham's the final score.
1st and 10 at the 50 for the Beavers. 2 wide either way. Fuller steps up into it, goes for the whole enchilada, and just beyond the outstretched arm. Hairston once again, and he laid out for it, but was double covered on that play. 2nd down and 10.
2:18 remains in the 3rd quarter.
Tigers had bracketed him, but he had a shot at it. Fong with a hitch in his getty-up comes to the sideline. And Redmond comes in. Bluefield with 10 on the snap clock as Redmond tries to deploy on the far side. Now he's set. They get it off. Option play. The pitch to the outside to Amir, and he draws a crowd behind the line of scrimmage trying to run left. Tigers really defended that nicely. A couple of them had the quarterback. A couple took the pitch man, and there was neither good option on that play. And Bluefield again behind the chains. Looks at 3rd down and 12 after a loss of a couple. Well, moments ago, they were able to dial up a big play on a 3rd and long. We'll see what they go with this time. Trips will be to the right side on 3rd down and long for Bluefield from their 48. The snap. Fuller rolls to the right side. Short pass this time will go to Fields. Sincere, and Sincere will break a tackle, but will be well shy of the 1st down at the Tigers' 46-yard line, a 6-yard gain. So 4th down and 7, punt team comes on for Bluefield. A minute and a half left in period number 3. Bluefield has punted 3 times. The last one went 18 yards. The first 2 traveled an average of 38. Tigers with 1 man deep, and that is Dom Collins. At his 12. Snap, kick, shank shot. Out of bounds in the area of the 32. So from 147 to the other 32, 21 yards. Special teams have been a bit of a challenge tonight.
Final score, Graham 38, Caswell 8.
Final on the Graham thing, as Ethan Stinson relays to us, 38-8 G-men. So it's 1st and 10 at the 32 of Princeton. They're up 14-7, 1:23 left in a rapid-moving third quarter. Tigers 2 wide either direction, still in the shotgun. Is the quarterback Cochran. Short drop, release is short. Pass to the underman. They rule it was a catch. Going back to make it was Collins. He caught that one going down, and he picked up about 7 on that catch and release. 7 on it, so 2nd down and 3. Inside 1 minute in the third quarter, and the Tigers have some rhythm going offensively. 2 right, 2 left. Wide side of the field will be to the left side on 2nd and 3. Princeton up 14-7. Motion out of the slot, counter back to the middle, and Bluefield makes initial contact, but Rice bulls his way, make it low, bulls his way close to the sticks. They mark forward progress at the 41, the line they need, the 42, brings up 3rd down and 1. Third and short for Bluefield. There is just a bit more time on the snap clock than on the play clock. Tigers don't have to run another play here. And they won't. With 2, with 1, that is it. The third quarter is over. Tigers with the football and on the move. They lead Bluefield 14-7. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in 60 on Bluefield Beaver football on WKOYRocks.com.
When it's time to work or play,
How does First Sentinel stand out from other banks?
Wow, is this snowy? He has really grown.
It's an easy answer.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How are you?
Local people serving local people.
Thanks for coming in today, Blair.
Sure, First Sentinel has all the services you'll find at big national banks, but you can say goodbye to big bank fees and red tape. Here you'll find no-fee cashback checking and no analysis fees on business accounts. And loan decisions are made right here locally at First Sentinel Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At Cole Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss, 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy's Body Shop is equipped with the latest collision repair techniques and the capability to repair your car's critical safety features. That's why we're a direct repair facility for most major insurance companies. Make your vehicle repair less stressful and pick the iCar Gold Class Certified Body Shop.
7 Princeton as we enter the final stanza. Tigers have a 3rd down and short at their own 41-yard line. Third quarter, Bluefield of an 8-play 55-yard drive to tie it with a touchdown and PAT. Princeton quickly answered, 6 plays, 47 yards after a nice kick return. And they're up by that margin, 14-7, with 12 to play. On 3rd and 1, Princeton will hand to the fullback, and this time the bowling ball, that will be Brody Rice, will hammer it forward for first down yardage. For someone 5'7", 200, he's got a quick start, and his center of gravity is so low that he's a tough assignment.
They're going to keep it on the ground, Jim, right now.
Yeah, the clock. It's a little early for the clock to be a factor, but the clock is their teammate at this point. That is Princeton's 14th first down. Trips right for Princeton on first down. Play faking. Now they toss it out to the right on the screen, and getting big yardage on the screen to the outside is Mosser, and Mosser gets another first down before he runs out of real estate and crosses the boundary at the 42. 13 yards on the catch and run. The screen has been Princeton's bread and butter most of the night. 20 of 24 is Cochran passing. He suffered 1 pick, and he's thrown it for right at 200 yards. Tigers at the Beaver 42. trips left. Bluefield trying to look for defensive answers. Snap. Cochran flares it to the left side. This time it goes to his hard-running utility back, and that is Meacham. And he gets down to the 40, perhaps the 39. They'll spot at the 40, a 2-yard gain. Princeton going no huddle. If they will use a huddle, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go to it fairly soon. Just to use a little more of that snap clock. And they are astutely waiting until they get down to single digits before they line up. 3 on the snap clock. Did they get it off? I don't know. Here's the snap back to Cochran. Cochran sets up, fires a man wide open at the 15. It's Mosser. Mosser running to the 10, giving ground, finds an edge. He will try to sell out to the end zone, and he breaks the plane for the touchdown. Mosser, the freshman, with a big play. That is a 40-yard pass completion, bust in the secondary as he was lonely. And Cochran hit him for Cochran's 3rd touchdown pass. There is a flag on the play, though.
There's a flag at the holding against the Tigers.
So this one will come off the board. The Tigers have had a couple who that have come off the board because of penalty. Bradley Mosser, the freshman, has really had a big second half. That's a 10-yard penalty in the book, but he races a 40-yard touchdown. Moves it all the way back to the Tigers' 44. 2nd down and 24. So from being 2 scores down to being 1 down, and Princeton at 2nd down and almost a 4th of the field for a first. They're at their own 44-yard line. Snap. Quarterback drops back. Cochran looks left. Geyers left. Got a man left, and the pass is complete to Collins. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
That's amazing.
56 yards on the play. That score comes at 10-27 in the contest. And the Tigers are shredding Bluefield's secondary. 56-yard pass, Cochran to Mosser. Or check it to, was that Mosser?
It was number 5. It was
okay, that
Collins.
was Collins. That's a 3rd in a row. 3 completions to him for scores. Giso on to try to tack on point number 21. Snap, placement, and the kick. And he drives it high, deep, and between the pipes. As we come back up the field, clock has stopped the field to score. Princeton 21 and Bluefield 7. Back with the Tigers kickoff in a half minute. You're listening to Bluefield Beavers.
Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss. 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy Service Department has the latest technology and experienced technicians that are GM factory trained and ASE certified. Stop in for a free alignment check with their alignment specialists using our state-of-the-art equipment. Cole Chevy, just better.
Free for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual.
Princeton, he has had a 40-yard touchdown wiped off the board by a penalty. Came right back with a 56-yarder. And in both situations, that receiver was open, wide open. And the Beavers were in chase mode, pursuit mode after that. 21-zip Tigers, they have broken a 7-7 tie with emphatic certitude. 10:27 left. Giso approaches it. High, shorter kick that will be returnable. Fielded on the left side, and this is Sincere Fields to the 20. Outside to the 25, and Fields bumped to the boundary right at the 27-yard line. So 73 yards from the end zone and 2 scores down is Bluefield. And on the sideline, coaching staff looking for answers with Princeton's multifaceted pass game. 2 wide in either direction. 21-7 Tigers with a strong second half showing. Fuller, the snap, the drop. The under route goes, caught on the underground side or under route side by Amir Hairston, and Hairston's cramping. He got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the pass route to Hairston, leaking out of the backfield. And we hope that all it is a cramp by Amir, as Brody Rice tagged him pretty well. So while they attend to the injured Beaver, we pause for 30. We'll be back after this. Bluefield trailing.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
My name is Edmund Smith. My bachelor's degree of science and nursing, it definitely prepared me to handle situations such as a pandemic. I mean, you learn different skills and you study different disease processes. They set you up to be able to handle these types of things effectively. And I'm a nurse practitioner hospitalist, and that means I admit people to the hospital alongside an attending physician, and we continue their care until they're ready to be discharged to go home.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
My name is Edmund Smith. My bachelor's degree of science and nursing, it definitely prepared me to handle situations such as a pandemic. I mean, you learn different skills and you study different disease processes. They set you up to be able to handle these types of things effectively. And I'm a nurse practitioner hospitalist, and that means I admit people to the hospital alongside an attending physician, and we continue their care until they're ready to be discharged to go home.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official Old House and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
Watch the latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams.
Left. They send a man in motion, effectively going trips left, and will hand inside to Hale. Hale bursts it to the 30, 35. He's kept his feet to the 40, 45 midfield, and into Princeton territory at the 43. So Sean Hale with a nice burst from 128 to the other 43, 29 yards on the carry. Fresh legs.
Nice run. Beavers need to get something on this offensive drive and score to stay in the game. I mean, there's still a lot of time left.
2 wide either direction. on the Princeton side of midfield at the Tigers 43. Send a man in motion this time. They repeat the play. Sean will check it. Sean Hale bouncing it outside to the 40. Hale will take it to the sideline as Princeton strung it out very nicely at the 39. Gain of 3 to the 39. Stops the clock at 9:29 left. Bluefield now with 148 rushing. 29 of that a moment ago on the Sean Hill run. They just ran the same play to the opposite side with counter motion, and that time Princeton stayed at home. So Bluefield, which had played its way back into a tie, then saw Princeton with a real burst. Here's the snap to Fuller out of the shotgun. Throws the under route, and it's complete, but for no gain at all. Keeping his feet on the sideline was Sincere Fields, and Fields battles and gets to the 40, back to the line of scrimmage. Determination to shake off a couple tacklers for negative yardage, and Sincere, a 5'6", 150-pounder. Classic case of it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And he got it back to the 40-yard line with 8:56 left in the game. Fuller to the sideline looking for the call. 13 on the snap clock as Bluefield will spread it. Stack 2 of their 3 receivers on the right. Snap. Inside they go to Hale. Hale this time, nothing doing. Tigers stonewall him inside. I believe that might have been Cochran, the first guy in there. It is now 4th down and 9 for Bluefield. They're going to go ahead and go for it here at the 40 of Princeton. The line they need, the 32, so 4th down and 8. Fuller on this 4th down will drop. Blitz, fires it to the right side, too tall. Blindside blitz by Princeton's on-rushing secondary linebacker, Nick Fleming. And he tattooed Fuller, affected the pass, which sailed high and out of bounds. So the Tigers on that 4th down dialed up a blitz, and they dialed it from the right direction as Fuller was looking right and his blind side was uncovered. Ball goes over on downs to Princeton at the 40. So up by 2 touchdowns. Tigers will try to keep it in bounds, milk the snap clock, and shorten the game. Bluefield putting in fresh legs defensively. Princeton calls for a time to make sure they've got the right personnel package. So we go to break. 8 minutes left in the contest. Tigers up by 14 and in control. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM.
Hello, I'm hopeful. Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with a new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss. 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy's Body Shop is equipped with the latest collision repair techniques and the capability to repair your car's critical safety features. That's why we're a direct repair facility for most major insurance companies. Make your vehicle repair less stressful and pick the iCar Gold Class Certified Body Shop.
Member FDIC. Back to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY.
Tigers up 21-7. Bluefield unable to convert on 4th and long after a mini drive. Got them into Princeton territory. So Princeton in the catbird seat up by a couple touchdowns. And Amir Harrison on the bench for a while. Bluefield with a new secondary cover. Screen pass to the right side, and that once again is Mosser, and Mosser will pick up about 6. There is a flag at the end of the play. It might have been either a hold, I don't know if they call it a late hit or not, but it's in the area of the quarterback as Cochran feels the wrath of a Beaver stick. Illegal substitution was the call. It's amended to an illegal motion. One stat that will trouble Chris Pettigo is that is 95 yards in infractions on 12 penalties. That's 12 penalties accepted, and some of them were costly. Despite that, Princeton up by 14. They will look at a 1st and 15, will the Tigers, at the 35-yard line of Princeton. Bluefield with 3 down linemen. They back off in their coverage, and he feed it inside. Oh, check it, keep it. Cochran on the read option, and Cochran will be tackled in bounds after a gain of 5. It was Sincere Fields to take on the big 6'6", 220 quarterback and come in low to drop him after about a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 10. Or check it. Yeah, 2nd down 10. They lost yardage on the previous penalty, picked up 5 on the read option. .709 and counting for the Tigers. They got 14 on the snap clock as they will saunter to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right. 1 to the left side for Princeton, up by 14 against Bluefield. Bluefield shows blitz, and here they come. Run blitz, and breaking it through the middle for 5 yards. First down, almost first down yardage, was Lowe on the carry. He can make people miss him in a phone booth. He's got some nice lateral moves, and despite he has power, he's got a burst, and he is able to get it close to the first down sticks despite facing a 1st and 15. Give him credit for about 9 yards on that carry. So Tigers with a 3rd down and 1 at the 49 of Princeton. They spread them with a formation that's probably cosmetic, going to keep it on the ground. As Cochran has Rice, his big back, right behind him, and he feeds him. And Rice will burst through the first wave and submarine his way into Beaver territory to the 47. North and south is his running style. He got 4. He needed 1. 18 first downs for Princeton. And now they're beginning to amass some yardage on the ground. They have 268 in the air. They look to the sideline, and Bluefield defensively just looks on with an increasing level of angst. Trips right, 1 left. Cochran at the quarterback spot. Goes this time to his fullback Lowe, and Lowe shaking Beavers and not going down. Bluefield battled for it and took the ball away from him. They wrestled the ball away on that second effort run, and I think it was Fong in there for Bluefield who was able to wrestle it away. So that's one time where second effort costs you, because it gives Bluefield a few shots at the football after they slow you down but don't stop you. And Fong went in and picked it right out of his pocket. So now Bluefield with 5:26 left at its own 41. That stopped a time-consuming Princeton drive. Task a tall one. Bluefield with all 3 timeouts, but just 5:26 and counting. And down by 14. 2 wide either direction. Fuller looks to the outside. The pass is bobbled and incomplete. He had Fong, but Fong was unable to haul it in. It was very catchable. 2nd down and 10. Bluefield body language a bit dispirited as they come back to the line of scrimmage. 5:22 remaining. Bluefield 2nd down and 10 at their own 41. Low snap. Fuller handles. Fuller rolls to the right side. Fuller looks upfield. He'll take what he can get and go to the sideline at the 46 or 47. Meacham bumps him to the turf. 3rd down and 4. Clock stopped on the non-inbound play as he gets to the corner. So with 5:14 left, Bluefield looks 3rd down and 4. 6-yard scramble. Third and 4 for Bluefield. They send 2 to the wide side to the left and stack them, and they stack 2 receivers on the right. Will feed it inside, and the Bluefield running back, I think that's Hairston again, and Hairston unable to get going. I'm sorry, that's Keyshawn Smith on the carry and spun back. There's a fallen Tiger. I think that's Brody Rice, and he cramped, and he'll be hopping to the sidelines. But a loss of yardage for Bluefield, and again, they look at fourth down near midfield. Got to go for it, down by 2 scores with 5:06 left. So the options becoming fewer for Bluefield. Bluefield goes trips to the right side, one to the left side on this fourth down play at their own 47-yard line. Down by 14 is Bluefield. Low snap to Fuller. Fuller fires a pass to the right side, bobbled and caught this time.
The pass is complete. Catching the deflection and taking the ball to the Tiger 45-yard line.
I think that was Keyshawn Smith, bobbling but securing the ball. Sean Hale made the grab. So just enough for the first down. Bluefield 11 for 19 passing. Quickly to the line of scrimmage are the Beavers. Trips right. Fuller looks right. Steps down, goes down the middle and throws it behind his intended receiver. Had Sincere Fields open in the middle, but the pass was a little bit wide. 2nd down and 10. 4.5 left. We have not seen Amir Hairston since the awkward fall at the end of a play earlier in this fourth quarter. Trips to the left side, one to the right side on 2nd down and 10. From the Tigers 45, the snap, the pressure, and he short arms that pass. There is a flag in the backfield, and the pass bounces incomplete. Area where you oftentimes see a hold on the offense. 4:27 remaining. And Princeton defensively, Bluefield had a couple of promising drives early, but the Beavers not having an answer. They're marking it off against the Tigers. Roughing the passer on Princeton. So Princeton with 110 on 13 penalties. It is a first down. Tigers have 18 first downs, Bluefield with 15. They lead where it counts, 21-7. Trips left, one to the right side, 1st and 10 at the 30. 4:27 left in the contest. Fuller trying to coax him off sides, and there is a flag. He went with a hard cadence. That's Caden doing a cadence. Caleb doing a cadence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lost Apple Watch. If you find it, please bring it to the announcer's booth.
5-yard penalty to the 25. Another penalty against Princeton. That's 1:15 in walk-offs for the Tigers. So 1st and 5 for Bluefield at the Princeton 25. 4:27 left in the game. Trips to the left side. They feed it inside, and this will be Hale running left to the 20. Hale to the 15, and he's shoved out of bounds. There is a flag, 2 flags, in the area of the 19. So 5-yard gain if it stands, but it very possibly won't. As they continue to talk. This game started slowly, and it's ending close to the same way.
Right.
Move with some pace in the 2nd and 3rd quarter.
Blocking the back against the Beavers.
Okay, a block in the back. It'll bring up an effective 1st and 15. No, 1st and 10, I'm sorry. So a spot foul 5 yards upfield from the play's terminating hit, and it's once again 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Fuller being pursued. Fires a pass to the right side. It's complete in the flat, and taking it to the right side and out of bounds. Sincere Fields with catch. That appears to be right at the first down marker. So Fields on the receiving end. Nice burst after the grab. And Bluefield now has 104 passing on 12 of 21. So a new set of downs for the Beavers at the 20-yard line of the Tigers with 4:07 left in the contest. Fuller hanging in there. Princeton shows blitz, and they might have encroached. Yeah, Cameron Prophet, trying to anticipate the snap count, came flying. Now they're pointing the Tigers to the Beavers. Somebody might have flinched and drawn him offside. Procedure against Bluefield, so that's what it was. Prophet was coming, man. He had timed up his blitz. And the flinch, probably in reaction to seeing him coming by one of the interior five, cost Bluefield 5 yards back to the 25. 1st and 15 for Bluefield tonight, decked in its black home uniforms. Low snap, Fuller handles, fires a pass to the left side, high, deep into the end zone, incomplete. I think they were going to RJ. He had drawn double coverage. You got a 6'4" receiver, and you just throw it up there and hope he can make a play. And that's exactly what the Beavers did. Princeton defensively was equal to the task as they low-hied him, had one man in front and one man behind. Just over 4 minutes left, and the Beavers look at 2nd and 15 from the 25. And again, before the snap, a whistle. So this one slowed to a glacial pace here. From snails to glacial. 5-yard penalty against Bluefield. Procedure Bluefield, 2nd down and 20. Ball back at the 30-yard line of Princeton. This is almost tortuously slow. Trips to the left side and one to the right side. Snap. Fuller looks right, fires right. Pass is complete at the 20-yard line, and that was Sean Hale. Sean gets down to the 17, so a 13-yard connection to Sean Hale. But they were looking at 2nd and 20, I believe.
Stops the clock, 3:50.
That's a gain of 13 yards on the play.
13-yard pickup down to the 17. 3rd down and 7. The Bluefield offense needs the 10. 2 right or the boundary side, 2 to the left side. Spread for Fuller and company. Fuller drops the pass, fires a pass to the left side, and the pass broken up. They were looking on the slant to RJ, but Princeton broke it up. Bluefield has thrown it 23 times, connected on 13 for 117. They suffered 2 picks. Both teams have turned it over 3 times. Another 4th down, this time 4th down and 7 at the 17-yard line after moments ago. Bluefield forced a turnover as they wrestled the ball away from Brody Rice on a second effort run in Bluefield territory. 4th down and 7, the line they need, the 17. The drop, the pass to the right side, and the pass falls incomplete. Ball goes over on downs to Princeton. That was Brian Rode, a senior, who made the PBU, the pass breakup. So 1st and 10 right now for Princeton after the Beavers see the drive expire on downs at the 17-yard line of Princeton. Bluefield getting in some new folks now as we see Jeffrey King, a 5'11" sophomore, into the secondary. They've got Redmond and Fong back there with him. And a timeout by the Tigers. 3:42 remaining in the contest. We will break for 30 seconds. When we return, Princeton will have a 1st and 10 at their 17, and they take a 14-point lead to the huddle. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM.
It's go time for
Chevy. We root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss, 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
At Cole Chevy, our certified GM parts specialists have over 80 years of combined experience. Accessorize your vehicle with running boards, tonneau covers, and all-weather floor mats. At Cole Chevy, it's not just the parts you can trust, it's the people.
Listening to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY, online at WKOYRocks.com, and on the My Radio To Go app.
3:42 left. Bluefield worked its way into a 7-7 tie in the third quarter. Princeton unknotted it and tacked on another, so 14 unanswered by the Tigers, and that's the margin by which they lead. 1st and 10 from the 17. Play faking. They'll flare it out to the right side on the screen. This is Mosser. Mosser breaking tackles, and Mosser will have first down yardage and then some. As he takes it from the 17 to the 40, 23 yards on the pass completion. Bluefield's not had the answer to that all night long. .291 passing for Princeton on 22 of 26. 1st and 10 at the 40. Tigers putting together some gaudy offensive numbers. Up by 14 as Princeton trips to the left side. Tigers go back to the inside, and this is Lowe running toward the boundary. Breaking tackles, Lowe in Bluefield territory, and finally bumped to the edge after a run of almost 20 yards. They're going to rule he's out back at the 45, so a 15-yard gain and back-to-back first downs. Princeton 66 on the ground, 291 in the air, 357 yards in total offense. 3:26 left in the game. Trips left, one to the right side. Quick snap. They go this time to Lowe, and Lowe takes it tunneling through the middle of the Beaver defense, and he'll pick up 7. Down to the 38. Tigers have imposed their will on Bluefield here in the second half, and the diversity of their pass offense has kept Bluefield a little off balance. Trips to the left side on 2nd and 3 at the Bluefield 38-yard line. 21-7 Princeton. We're inside 3 minutes in the contest. Long count by Cochran as he lets the snap clock dwindle. He'll hand this time to Lowe. Lowe cuts it back against the grain to the 30. Tries to 360 out of a tackler's grasp, and he's decked at the 28. So a 10-yard run by Marquel Lowe. 21st Princeton first down at the 28-yard line. And I think the Beavers are going to call for and get a TO. So with 2:14 remaining in the contest, and this one has a feel that it's slipping away. It is Princeton 21 and Bluefield 7. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens MITSUBISHI in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens MITSUBISHI in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.
Back to the Bluefield Beavers on 100.9 WKOY.
Entering the game, we knew that Princeton was good. Part of that was that it was a little bit indefinite because you didn't know how much opposition Lincoln County provided. But the Tigers tonight have been pretty convincing. It is 1st and 10 at the Bluefield 28-yard line. They dial Lowe's number again, breaks a tackle 25, on his feet to the 20, taking people with him to the 18. Team tackling him at inside the 15 to the 13. And a flag. So he carried several Bluefield players from the 25 all the way down to the 13. And the flag at the end of it. So as it stands, 14 yards on the run. Personal foul on Bluefield, half the distance to the 7. And the spirited group of defenders with 2:02 left in the game. And Princeton right now just exerting its will and dominating up front offensively, and as a result they're able to run or pass with little resistance. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line for Cochran. Cochran this time hands it to Lowe. Lowe gets down to the 5.
Lowe on the carry, picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
2-yard pickup. And for Bluefield's Tyrese Hairston, getting up a little bit slowly, but he made the stop. Gain of 2 to the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. 99 rushing yards for the Tigers. At the half, they had 18. When this snap is executed, we'll be inside 1 minute in the contest. 21-7 is the score. As Cochran will count it down. 21-7, he goes to Lowe. Lowe plants to the left side, and he'll come into the end zone untouched with 48 seconds left. So Lowe from 5 yards out for Princeton's 4th touchdown. The previous 3 came through the air, Cochran to Collins. And that has put the Tigers at 20 unanswered points since Bluefield forged a tie in the 3rd quarter at 3:19. Giso on to attempt point number 28. And he's equal to the task. So as we come back up the field, the clock has stopped the field to score. Princeton 28 and Bluefield 7. We'll be back with a kickoff in 30 seconds, 48 seconds left in the contest. Now Tigers leading by 3 touchdowns. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOY 100.9 FM.
Ramey Ford in Princeton is proud to help. Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss, 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy Service Department has the latest technology and experienced technicians that are GM factory trained and ASE certified. Stop in for a free alignment check with their alignment specialists using our state-of-the-art equipment. Cole Chevy, just better.
Field Beavers on 100.9 WKOY.
48 seconds remain in the contest. Princeton to kick it off as they tacked on a 5-yard run by Marquell Lowe moments ago. Checking Bluefield's deep backs, they've got Smith center deep. They've got another DB. High end over end kick that will be fielded at the 5-yard line by Smith. Up the right numbers. Kept his feet. Goes back to the left. His knee touched the ground. They'll mark it at the 17 with 41 seconds remaining in the contest. Princeton with an emphatic door slam once Bluefield had gotten back to tie it early 3rd quarter. That touchdown came at 7 minutes in the 3rd. and the Tigers answered in 3 minutes and 41 seconds, scoring at 3:19 left in the third, and they've never looked back. Tacking on 2 additional touchdowns, one early fourth quarter, 3 straight Cochran to Collins touchdown passes, and then a run touchdown by Lowe. 1st and 10 for Bluefield. Motion across the formation. Snap, handoff inside. Goes to the Bluefield running back. And Smith picks up about 3 to the 20-yard line with 32 ticks remaining. .157 rushing for Bluefield, but the big stat is on the scoreboard where they trail by 21. 2nd down and 7. 2 left, 2 right. 12 seconds left, barring penalty. This is the last play of the game, or an incompletion. An incompletion, we'll have another one. As the pass sailed wide as they tried to go on the circle route on the pass and failed to make connections. Bluefield 13-25 now. 4 ticks remaining. 117 passing for Bluefield. Princeton really, Paula, had an almost indefensible for Bluefield this evening type of combination. The ability to run it, the ability to pass it, and have multiple facets in the pass game. Quick releases, talented receivers, and a speedy tandem of receivers. 4 seconds left. Pass is complete this time to Fong. Fong 30, 35-yard line to the 40, and he'll be driven to the turf. Fumbles the ball on the final play of the game. So a 23-yard gain on the game's final play on a pass completion. And that is it. The Princeton Tigers defeat the Bluefield Beavers 28-7 as this one comes to a halt. We'll be back with postgame in 30 seconds. Make it 60 seconds. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver football on WKOI 100.9 FM.
Welcome to the Club on the Green. More than just a country club, we're a place for people to make unforgettable memories. Our professional event planners take your event to the next level with exquisite in-house catering and hospitality. Come see our newly renovated venue, interior bathrooms, meeting rooms, and stunning outdoor greenery. The Club on the Green is the perfect setting for your wedding, family reunion, or corporate event. Book your visit today. Here at the Bill Cole Auto Mall, we're all about you, our customers. That's why we're proud to introduce Service My Way, an experience that gives you complete control over your vehicle's maintenance needs.
Plan your service from home or work with our online scheduler. We'll even pick up and return your vehicle once your service is completed.
You'll receive photos and videos of recommendations that can be approved in seconds from your phone or tablet.
Servicing your vehicle at your convenience, what could be better? Service My Way, exclusively at the Bill Cole Auto Mall.
Another game in the Bluefield Beavers history book. With a recap of the game, here's Jim Nelson on 100.9 WKOY.
Game started slowly, a scoreless first quarter. Princeton was able to connect late second quarter, a 28-yard pass and run. Collins on the receiving end of the Cochran aerial. And Princeton capped a 9-play, 86-yard drive with that touchdown, 7-0. They were scoreless remainder of that period in the third quarter. Consecutive 3-and-outs by both teams resulted in punts. Then Bluefield launched an 8-play, 55-yard drive that was high-capped by the 4-yard run by Hairston. Paris, the kick, tied it up at 7-7 with 7 minutes left. And if we said it started slowly, it ended with the Princeton exclamation point. Later in the third quarter on the next possession, the Tigers go 6 plays, 47 yards. Cochran to Collins, there's that combination again for a 13-yard touchdown, and the PAT by Giso one more time. After Bluefield, unable to convert early fourth quarter, kicked it away. Nice kick return by Princeton, 56-yard pass. Cochran to Collins, and that came after a 40-yard touchdown pass was wiped off the board because of a Princeton penalty. They just reran the same play with another receiver, and you had your third consecutive Cochran to Collins touchdown pass. Giso the point after. 21-7 Princeton, and then after Bluefield going for it on fourth down a couple of times, turned it over on downs, and Princeton was able, with one pass play, primarily on the ground, to defeat Bluefield and a 5-yard run by Lowe. Fourth touchdown of the game for the Tigers. That score came with 48 ticks remaining. Giso the point after, and Princeton running the final 21 to break a 7-all tie, wins it with a strong statement in the final quarter and a half. They win it 28-21. We will be back with statistics, Paul's observations, mine, and a look ahead after this. You're listening to Bluefield Beaver Postgame on WKOY 100.9 FM. Back in a minute.
How does First Sentinel stand out from other banks?
Wow, is this Noah? He has really grown.
It's an easy answer.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How are you?
Local people serving local people.
Thanks for coming in today, Blair.
Sure, First Sentinel has all the services you'll find at big national banks, but you can say goodbye to big bank fees and red tape. Here you'll find no-fee cashback checking and no analysis fees on business accounts. And loan decisions are made right here locally at First Sentinel Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At Cole Chevy, we root for the home team. Score big with the new 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom or Custom Trail Boss, 8 in stock. Cole Chevy, Route 460 at the State Line Bluefield, or shop 24/7 online at colechevy.com.
Cole Chevy's Body Shop is equipped with the latest collision repair techniques and the capability to repair your car's critical safety features. That's why we're a direct repair facility for most major insurance companies. Make your vehicle repair less stressful and pick the iCar Gold Class Certified Body Shop.
Stats: Princeton 21 first downs, Bluefield with 16. Princeton 99 yards rushing, 81 of those came in the second half. Bluefield 157 on the ground. Princeton's quarterback Cochran was nearly flawless. He was 22 of 26 through the air, had one intercepted, and covered 291 with his aerial tosses to a talented and deep group of receivers. Dom Collins, the key architect of Bluefield's downfall tonight, on the receiving end of 3, and some of those were short. For that momentary loss of signal. But as we come back, Paul, pretty dominating second half. Bluefield team facing a solid Pulaski County club next week. No time to lick their wounds, but the Beavers searching for answers because that multi-level Princeton attack, a senior quarterback, the ability to make quick reads, get rid of the ball, and then the ability of his receiving core to make yards after the catch. That was too much for Bluefield this evening.
True. Unfortunately, I thought that after that first quarter that we would have that the defense for the Bluefield High School Beavers would control the Tigers, but 22 of 26, Grant Cochran and the deepness of the deep talent in the backfield. Basically, that was just too much. And they got a good football team, and they certainly were tested tonight, and they passed the test.
And for Bluefield, a furrowed brow over the worry about the availability of Amir Hairston, who left the game with an undisclosed injury and did not come back later on. We had a couple of players on both teams befallen by cramps, but we hope that that's all this was. But maybe it was just that protection was the order of the day and conservative approach to it. But Princeton with a dominating performance, especially once Bluefield scored, it was all Princeton as they mounted the drive to untie it, and then really never looked back from that point on. So hats off to the Tigers. They were the more imposing and better ball club. Certainly this evening they go to 2-0, and Bluefield drops to 0-2. Any final thoughts?
Well, I just hope that Pulaski County will have a talented ball club, so we just have to keep working and see what the films look like, and we'll just get better, and perhaps we'll see what happens next Thursday night.
And speaking of that, next week's broadcast is on a Thursday night. Pulaski County coming to Mitchell Stadium. We'll have pregame at 7:10 and the kickoff against the very talented Cougars at 7:30. Our thanks tonight to our studio coordinator, Ethan Stinson, to Paul Sutphin for his analysis and insight, but most of all, our thanks to you for your time this time. Until next time, this is Jim Nelson from Mitchell Stadium, where the final score tonight was Princeton 28 and Bluefield 7. Good night, and thanks for listening to Bluefield Beaver Football on WKOY 100.9 FM.
Watch the latest games while you shop for your favorite brands at RameyCars.com. We have the latest from GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Fiat, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, Toyota, and Buick, plus a huge selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. With 5 locations selling the brands that you would trust on offense, defense, and special teams. Take your dream vehicle home today. Great games and great deals. Brought to you by Ramey Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Ramey Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ramey Toyota, Ramey Tazewell, and Ramey Richlands.
You can have all the fun of your favorite sports bar in the privacy of your own home with K&K Music, your man cave superstore. K&K is your official Old House and pool table dealer. We have used pool tables, NCAA licensed cornhole games, and stand-up arcade video game machines. So play some pool, watch the game, and play cornhole, all in the privacy of your own man cave. K&K Music, your man cave superstore with the coolest showroom in town. Stop by and check us out. K&K Music, located on Washington Street in Bluefield, just off Route 460.
How does First Sentinel stand out from other banks?
Wow, is this Noah? He has really grown.
It's an easy answer.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How are you?
Local people serving local people.
Thanks for coming in today, Blair.
Sure, First Sentinel has all the services you'll find at big national banks, but you can say goodbye to big bank fees and red tape. Here you'll find no-fee cashback checking and no analysis fees on business accounts. And loan decisions are made right here locally at First Sentinel Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a new ride and looking for the best value, come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors has the most exciting and affordable lineup of vehicles in America, and they're all backed by the best warranty in the business, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And come by and check out the hottest crossover in America, the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They are awesome. So come see us at Stevens Mitsubishi in Princeton. Mitsubishi Motors, drive your ambition.